All right, all right, all right. The Evil Dusty Show. Let's fucking do it.
Now gather round, children. It's time for a tale about a white-haired hero that you know very well. He tried to be good, but being good's for cocks. This world rewards evil, so he lost all his fucks. Now he revels in watching the fall of mankind, searching the nets for all that he can find. And the dirty, sexy force tune in to behold the birth of the world's most evil show. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show. You're all gonna die, there's no reason for hope. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show. You're all gonna die, there's no reason for hope. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show.
Woo!
You're all gonna die.
You're all gonna die.
You're all gonna die.
You're all gonna die.
You're all going to die. You're
Hell
all
yeah!
gonna die.
Woo! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Evil Dusty Show. For those of you just tuning in, I became evil. Yeah, I got tired of getting beaten all the time, being on the losing team. So I'm like, hey, why don't I become evil? So I did. And now we're reveling in the fall of all mankind. A new theme song for you guys. Wrote that last night. Shout out to the dirty, sexy pores. So guess what? We're all gonna die. And I got a couple ones. I got a couple new themes. I'll play one more for you guys. And we'll see what you think about this one. Here we go. You guys like this? A country version.
Now gather round, children, it's time for a tale about a white-haired hero that you all know well. He tried to be good, but being good's for cucks. This world rewards evil, so he lost all his fucks. Now he revels in watching the fall of mankind, searching the net for all that he can find. And the dirty, sexy porch tune in to behold the birth of the world's most evil show. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show. You're all gonna die, there is no hope. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show.
Yeah!
You're all gonna die, there is no hope. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show.
Hell yeah! Country version.
Yeah,
I got like a billion of these. I worked on. I tired, enslaved, endlessly hitting the button over and over again. Hey, I wrote the lyrics though. That's something, right? Genius lyrics from the world's greatest show host, Dusty Smith. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Another great episode. I missed Monday's show because it's my birthday, so I had to do the birthday thing. I didn't really do anything exciting. I just spent all my time watching 3D movies. I'm not supposed to talk about it, but holy God, it's like watching movies for the first time again. So Disney Plus has a bunch of 3D movies they've re-encoded specifically for the Vision Pro. Literally, you can only watch these things with the Vision Pro. And they have a bunch of Marvel movies on there. So I've been watching them in order. They have like 8 or 9 on there. So I started with, I think Guardians of the Galaxy #1 was the first one they had on there. I watched that one. I watched Captain America Civil War. And then I watched, what was that? Doctor Strange, the first one. Fucking amazing. So I had a great birthday. Got a lot of sleep in. Totally fucking rested. So hell yeah. I'm ready to be fucking evil today. Energized like a motherfucker to bring the maximum amount of evil to you. And I have it, folks. I have the nuts. Evil coming right fucking at you. But before I get to the evil, let me mention super chats. The lifeblood of the show is the super chats. Let me get rid of me and Pretty Boy. Boom. Boom. Over here, there's a dollar sign. You click it, and then you donate money. And then the more you donate, the more serious I'll take a question, because I am a slut, big time, y'all. So maybe do dirty, nasty things in the super chat and support the world's greatest show and the cats. I thank you in advance. We're going to read all of them at the halftime at the end of the show. So get them in early and get them in often and immortalize yourself forever and ever on the super chats. All right, cool. let's go ahead and kick the show out. Actually, let me just show you guys. Just we're having fun. We're all having fun hanging out. It's a long show, so settle in. It's going to be a long show tonight. We have plenty of content. I ain't no hurry, y'all. I'm so rested. I could do this forever. Let me have one more song for you guys that I made just to show you. So Suno, which is the AI program I use to make this music, quote-unquote music, they just had a big update, the beta release, and man, it's actually getting pretty fucking good. I'm real impressed with it. So I just threw a song together. I just wrote like bullshit lyrics. This song is called Drift, and it doesn't mean anything. The lyrics don't mean anything on purpose. And I threw these lyrics into this thing, and look how good it is, man. This thing really, to be honest with you, puts out music better than the vast majority of musicians out there. Like, so here is an alternative rock song based on these bullshit lyrics that I made.
We drift, at 11 we drift. Triple sevens in the left, so fucking good, it's a gift. Drift like I've been floating, goddamn I've been coded. Check my motive, I'm in motive, floating in my automotive. Drift away, God knows it, I get more explosive. Gone before they notice, running for the ocean. Drift away.
Drift away. It's pretty good. I could go on, but I mean, that's pretty amazing for just putting some lyrics in and pushing a fucking button and having it generate a whole song. So I love it. AI, it's here, folks. All you Unabombers going to be very, very disturbed by the future. You're going to be annoyed, but it's here and it ain't goddamn going nowhere. And good. What, butt rock? What? No, sir. That is just amazing alternative music for you guys. Yeah, Nickelback. It's like Nickelback, but better because it's AI, right? Totally. But on rock, Hinder Box Nickel Stay. Works for me. I like that name. I've been using that for a while. Anyway, I just remembered. We ain't joking. Would be token. Hell yeah. Never be broken. Rubber is smoking, y'all. No way, Nickelback. But it's good. It's good for AI. I'm just saying, it's not good. It's good for AI. It's good that you can push a button and generate music like this. It's cool. Admit it, it's cool. All right. We'll always be able to tell. No, you won't. It's like trans women. You can't fucking tell. All right. If Nickelback released that song, you'd be like, all right, this is just a regular shitty Nickelback song. In fact, it's better. It's better than most Nickelback songs. You'd be like, holy shit, Nickelback's actually good again. Right? Not they're ever good, but you know what I'm saying. They're decent now. That's what you be saying, you lying fucks. You can't tell. What do I do with my fucking mouse? Here we go. All right. All right, let's go get the show off, folks. Too much fun. That's it. If you guys want to suck shit, you suck shit, Rod Allen. You say what you want to about my mama. Talk mean about my dead daddy, but don't you make fun of my AI music, okay? Then fight words. I'll jump through the goddamn camera. I'm behind you right now. Okay, I'm not there anymore. Don't look. And all right. Move right along, folks. Gonna start off with a little bit of Chud Watch. Sing along to the words.
Chud Watch.
Shabba-dabba-ding-dong, Rick Black, woo! And first off, on the Chud Watch, I don't know why, but they let Donald Trump take over the RNC. Yeah, seems bad, but whatever. Whatever, it's a total cult now. The Republican Party is dead, and MAGA is what's risen up from its corpse. So they got Trump's daughter-in-law, nepotism, running the RNC now, and bloodbath. They fired everybody, folks. Everybody that's a Trump sycophant. Everybody who might stand in the way of them funneling every dollar the RNC gets to Trump has been fired and replaced with a Trump loyalist, which is good. It sounds bad, but it's good, especially if you love evil the way I do. Actually, that's bad for evil. Now that I think about it, I don't like this. It'd be better for evil if he just like let all the money go to the Democrats instead of funding it all to himself, because it would mean more, not Democrats, the Republicans, instead of funding it all to himself, because it would mean more Republicans get voted and put into office, you know, which is for maximum evil. But instead, now we got Trump siphoning all the money to himself and basically wasting all the Republicans' money so other Republicans can't get elected. So this is actually bad for evil, which makes me sad. So bad, Trump. Let those Republicans have some money too, Trump. Don't be selfish, spread the evil around. And now they got this QAnon woman who's running the election integrity unit, because this is where we come to in our fucking society, which is awesome. Love it. Former President Donald Trump took charge of the Republican National Committee this week with a political equivalent of a shock and awe. Yeah, he's got a La Sativa is a like Christina Bobb, a former OAN reporter who has espoused false claims that the 2020 election was stolen. So, of course, he got her in there. And as a senior counsel for the election integrity, so cool, we got QAnon in charge of election integrity for the RNC now, which is amazing. Can't imagine anything more evil than QAnon idiots running the Republican Party. Best ever. And some of them are mad, of course. Some of the evil people in the Republican Party is like, but maximum evil won't be done if we let all the money go to Trump. Yeah, well, you should have thought about that before you turn your whole party into a cult, you know? You get what you fucking deserve, Republican Party. Cry more, noobs. But also bad for evil. And then, you know what I love about Trump? That his words don't fucking mean anything. That's what I love about all Republicans. They can just literally say anything and then say the exact opposite tomorrow. Nobody gives a shit. They're not held accountable for fucking anything. And it's beautiful. Case in point, Nancy Mace, you know who this is? Cretin Republican, who right after January 6th tried to do the right thing and call out Trump for the minor insurrection coup he attempted to commit. Anyway, here's her back after January 6th.
I believe we need to hold the president accountable. I hold him accountable for the events that transpired, for the attack on our Capitol last Wednesday. I also believe that we need to hold accountable every single person, even members of Congress, if they contributed to the violence that transpired here.
I know, right? Trump totally fucking accountable. And she's Republican. She's going to stick to, well, you're going to laugh. The next thing you know, she was in front of Trump Tower begging for his forgiveness.
Hey everyone, Congresswoman Nancy Mace here. I'm in front of Trump Tower today, and I remember in 2015 when President Trump announced his run. I was one of his earliest supporters. I actually worked for the campaign in 2016. I worked in 7 different states across the country to help get him elected. I supported him again in 2020 because of policies I believed in. He brought American jobs back. He lowered our taxes, wages, and employment were better for every hardworking American in our country. He made America safer, and he took on China directly. And America was stronger all around the world. And quite frankly, freedom and democracy was stronger all around the world.
That's right, maximum freedom and democracy under Trump, all of that. But it didn't work, folks. Her begging Trump for forgiveness went awry, and then he went in front of his sycophant cults in one of his rallies and said this about her.
She went to New York and stood in front of the magnificent Trump Tower. Has anyone ever heard of Trump Tower?
No.
And did a commercial insinuating that I was endorsing her. She's standing we're in front of Trump Tower in New York.
Liars.
I'm saying, can you believe this? It was untruthful, just like everything else she does. Thankfully,
such a liar.
This June, you have the chance to dump these grandstanding losers and replace them with 2 rock-solid America First.
She's a loser, a lying loser, folks. And you know Trump never goes back on what he says. And next thing you know, it is my great honor to endorse a strong conservative voice for South Carolina's 1st Congressional District. Nancy Mace worked hard campaigning across South Carolina in support of our record-breaking win. In Congress, she is fighting to secure the border, strengthen our military, support our veterans, uphold the rule of law, stop political weaponization, and protect and defend our always under siege Second Amendment. Congresswoman Nancy Mace has my complete and total endorsement. You just said she was a loser and a liar. Well, I guess that's why he's supporting her, folks. He loves losers. He loves liars because we're evil. And it's good. The more losers and liars we have, the better it is to push our evil agenda. So I'm 100% behind Trump as always. Don't have any consistency or morals, Trump. Never change, brother. And while we're on the conversation of Nancy Mace, and we're going to talk about this in the What the Fuck section our feckless, ridiculous Congress is going to ban TikTok, because of course they are, of all the troubles we have in this fucking country. TikTok banning top on the agenda. Anyway, now she's claiming that she's always been against the TikTok ban. Trump is actually unironically on the right side of this. Of course, he's on the right side of it for bullshit reasons, which we'll also get into it. But because he is against the TikTok ban, she and all the other sycophants, not all of them, some of them, are also against the TikTok ban. So here she is pretending that she's always been against it. Unfortunately for her, things are recorded.
Trump's opposition? Is that why you opposed it?
No, I've been against this from the very beginning. Before anyone else weighed in, I was against. It's libertarian in me.
Libertarian.
It's not the role of government to ban apps from the App Store.
Nope.
Nowhere in our Constitution does it say that.
But you know, the Chinese are using it to spy on Americans, and the algorithm, what they're doing to our culture and society, and spying on our data is wrong, and we need to get to the bottom of it. We should ban it from all government devices. That should be step one.
That's right, folks. She's always been against banning it, except for that time where she was for it. And it's not the government's role to ban things, except for that time that she wanted to ban it. It's totally unconstitutional to ban it, except for the time that she wanted to ban it. Don't forget to, anyway, don't worry about it. It's fine. And then back to Trump, the best among us. Some loser, I think we can all agree, seems like a nice guy, seems like he's telling the truth, but fuck this guy for coming out and telling the truth. Used to work for Trump and accidentally got pulled into moving classified documents against his knowledge. Here he is on CNN talking about it.
And then what happened is Walt left before me, and he never goes directly to the plane. He's either in the motorcade or when he goes there with the boss, which the former president. And I remember telling him he left the club with, I didn't know what he had in his vehicle, but he waited for me at a nearby business, and I told him I would tell him when I was leaving Mar-a-Lago. So I left Mar-a-Lago, I texted him, hey, I'm on my way. He followed me, he pulled out and got behind me, we got to the airport. I ended up loading all the luggage I had, and he had a bunch of boxes.
You noticed that he had boxes?
Oh yeah, they were the boxes that were in the indictment, the white banker's boxes. That's what I remember loading. And
did you have any idea at the time that there was potentially U.S. national security secrets?
Of course not.
No clue. No, I had no clue. I mean, we were just taking them out of the Escalade, piling them up. I remember they were all stacked on top of each other, and then we're lifting them up to the pilots.
How many boxes was it?
You know, they asked me in the interview, and I believe it was 10 to 15 is what I remember. I know
They
it
being
was
the investigators.
correct.
And when you look back on that now, what do you?
Well, I had no clue until probably the end of June. There was a few different things that happened that kind of opened my eyes to, you know, something's going on here.
So you get that unusual request. Did you ever think to yourself, why were there so many boxes at Mar-a-Lago?
For me, I'm just thinking, the former president, he has a lot of stuff he likes to lug around with him.
Got a lot of classified documents. He likes to lug around from place to place. Totally normal stuff. And this guy, I believe him, but also shut the fuck up. Don't you dare speak out against my Lord and Savior, Donald Trump. If he wants to have classified documents, he can. He's our God. Look at it. Look at this godlike human, the best among us, genetic specimen. Anyway, this week, Democrats put out a video showing all his gaffes on CNN.
Because as you have,
and then the next thing you know, he's claiming that, all right, baby, I love you, but it's very hard to do a show with you all over me like that. Okay, let's put a pin in that for now. Thank you. And so this is new playbook, folks. Whenever anybody puts out a video showing him saying something or doing something that's embarrassing, he just claims that it's AI, even though it's not AI at all. It's 100% him just slurring his words, saying things wrong. He's like, oh, it's AI, because he knows the people that follow him don't actually care. They just want to be able to say it's AI to whoever asks them. Oh, it's fake news. But they don't care either way if it's fake news or not. They just want to lie and pretend like it is, so they don't have to admit that Trump is a babbling goober or genius among us all. Best ever Trump. Don't get it twisted. And just imagine how Republicans would react, folks, if the situation was reversed. Imagine if Biden owed $100 million to someone he raped, and Joe Biden was missing in action on the campaign trail, and 91 felonies were hanging over his head, and he painted his face orange and named his daughter the head of the DNC and just had dinner with a dictator at his gaudy country club. Imagine what they'd say. They'd be jealous because they can't achieve this level of evil. What's that? Joe Biden just murdered more children? Shit, who do I choose now? I got this or a mass child murderer. I just can't decide which version of evil I want this week. I might have to go with the child murderer, though. Trump needs to step up his game, really. He's evil, but is he that evil? Yes. And then, speaking of which, if the situation was reversed, Lindsey Graham, remember back when he was like, if we nominate Trump, we will get destroyed, and we will deserve it. But now he's like, congratulations to my daddy, President real Donald Trump, and his team for securing the Republican nomination for president for a third time. This is historic in so many ways, and was one of the best run campaigns in political history. My daddy did so good. On to victory in the general election in November. Love it. Spineless Lindsey Graham, just showing what you can do if you set your mind to being truly evil and having no backbone, having no integrity, having no morals whatsoever. You can achieve it just like Lindsey Graham does. Love him. Way to go, Lady G. And then even Alex Jones mad at my daddy Trump now. Don't you get mad at my daddy Trump, Alex Jones. Anyway, he mad about the vaccine just because Trump invented the vaccine and then killed millions of people. Why are you evil people mad at Trump for being evil? This is what you paid your ticket for.
See any more of this from Trump? Any more of this? I'm going to have to go on the warpath politically. I just cannot take this. I cannot put my head down on the pillow at night.
Yes, you can.
And say that I'm a true person to everybody. When I've already held my nose because of the overwhelming good he's doing and all the persecution.
So good.
And put up with stuff like this.
That's right.
It'd be like if your mother created this great Thanksgiving meal and cooked for 2 days to get it ready, and it's this beautiful meal on the table, and your mother comes out and pulls her pants down and shits all over the table. See any more?
That's my kid. You nailed my kid. How did you know, Alex Jones? Stay out of my browser history. Anyway, shut the fuck up, Alex Jones. You let Donald Trump murder as many people with the vaccine as he wants to. That's his right as our daddy. Better keep your fucking mouth shut, Alex Jones. And also, you ain't gonna do shit. The fuck? I hate when they pretend like they're all tough and then they don't actually fucking do anything. We see right through you, you goddamn bloated walrus. And then, this one from Hassani B calling out Benny Shapiro. Benny Shapiro thinks all of you should work till you fucking die. That's right. That is your role as a human being. You're born, and then you work every day of your life until your heart explodes in your chest, and then they throw you in a shallow grave, and we move on to your children. That is the way it happens. Anyway, let's let Benny Shapiro, who has the toughest job among us, he knows all about hard work, everybody. He got to explain it to us.
And let's be real about this. It's insane that we haven't raised the retirement age in the United States.
So insane.
It's totally crazy.
Crazy.
Joe Biden, if that were the case, Joe Biden should not be running for president.
That's right.
And Joe Biden is 81
But Donald Trump should, even though they're only 3 years apart.
years old. The retirement age in the United States at which you start to receive Social Security and you are eligible for Medicare is 65.
Right, and the average life expectancy of a male is 74. So literally 9 years retirement. But that's too much for Benny Shapiro. He's like, no. At the most, maybe 1 year retirement before you croak and die, if that. Work till you drop.
Joe Biden has technically been eligible for Social Security and Medicare for 16 years, and he wants to continue in office until he is 86, which is 19 years past when he would be eligible for retirement. No one in the United States should be retiring at 65 years old. Frankly, I think retirement itself is a stupid idea unless you have some sort of health problem.
That's right. Hardworking Ben Shapiro knows about hard work, about putting his body on the line. And all you ditch diggers and manual labor people out there, you can do it forever. You never have to retire. Why are you so lazy?
Everybody that I know who is elderly, who has retired, is dead within 5 years.
I know, right?
And if you talk,
that's only because they couldn't retire until they're like 70, and then the life expectancy is 74, so they actually made it an extra year, Ben.
Talk to people who are elderly and they lose their purpose in life by losing their job and they stop working.
If your purpose in life is your job, you're probably already dead inside anyway, Ben.
Things go to hell in a handbasket real quick. But put all of that aside.
Put it aside.
Just on a fiscal level and on a logical level. When Franklin Delano Roosevelt established 65 as the retirement age, the average life expectancy in the United States was 63 years old.
Okay.
Today, the average life expectancy in the United States is close to 80.
I think for a man, it's like 74, is it not?
Totally insane that you believe that you should be able to work from the time that you are essentially 20 to the time that you are 65, which is a 45-year period, pay in, and then you will receive Social Security benefits sufficient to support you and your family, you and your wife or whatever.
That's definitely not true.
For like another 20 years.
That's right. You better get to work, fucking slaves. Don't make me crack the whip, y'all.
And he even got caught out a little bit by his own people. That's how unpopular his take was. First, he tried to defend it.
On a pure economic level, our company currently employs 300 people. That's supporting literally thousands of dependents. And yes, I hope to work for the rest of my life, God willing.
I know, right? Your job is so tough, Ben. Who could put on makeup and a stupid hat and talk in front of a camera forever? Shut the fuck up! Yeah, that's my job, but it's hard. You don't know. You couldn't do it. Whatever. I'm looking to retire anyway. Fuck this guy. I got 10 more years for my teeth fall out, and you can't really talk right when your teeth fall out, so I'm done so, y'all. Come on, Bitcoin. Got my fingers crossed. Anyway, even his own people started calling him out a little bit. They're like, you won't even put in hard work for your wife to have a wet-ass pussy. That's right. My old boss talked like this. He couldn't understand why I wasn't willing to spend my entire life working for him. If you have a job that doesn't suck and your pay isn't bad, then yeah, I would love working for the rest of my life. Anyway, get his ass. He didn't care about you, doesn't know about hard work. But I like it because he's evil. And then the transvestigation continued this week. This time it's Candace Owens. And if you are a left-wing, quote-unquote, woman, or you're a left-wing man who is married to a woman, they're probably trans. They gotta be, because the worst thing you could be on this world is trans. We all know that, right? We know how evil trans people are, right? This is why I love them. That's why I love you trans people so much, because you basically rule the world with your evilness. And I respect that. Anyway, so now she's transvestigating Macron's wife, you know, the president of France, Brigitte Macron. And Candace Owens is like, that's not your wife. That's a man, baby. And she's like, this episode is blowing up. So I just want to say, after looking into this, I would stake my entire professional reputation. So 0. She's going to stake 0 into this, folks. You don't have no reputation. That's what we love about you, you evil bitch. On the fact that Brigitte Macron is, in fact, a man, baby. And yeah, so let's see what ironclad evidence she has to prove that Macron's wife is a man. The ironclad proof is she looks like her brother. Yeah, look at this. This is a young picture of her brother, okay? And then here's her. Look so close to each other, and it has to be the same person, y'all. I can't think of one other reason that brother and sister might look alike. Fuck you, genetics. That doesn't count. Everybody knows genetics don't count. So any other, I can't name 2 reasons. So just saying, trans, Macron, and some of you might be saying, even if she was trans, who gives a fuck? Macron can marry anybody he wants to. You love what business is any of ours. And fuck you. It matters, right? Of course it does, because of reasons. Shut up. And then, Steven Crowder's wife looking for a job, y'all. Remember Steven Crowder, who got offered $20 million a year to work for Benny Shapiro, doing the toughest job in the world? And then he was like, no, I'm going to make more money on my mug club without joining Benny Shapiro's rag. And then a video got released of him bullying and threatening his pregnant wife, you know, just like an awesome conservative evil person would do. Love you, Steven Crowder. And then next thing you know, she left him. Fucking fair weather wife can't take a little bit of bullying while you're pregnant, whatever. Anyway, now she's looking for a job. She's like seeking opportunities, looking for work that is remotely flexible. I am open to anything. Particularly work that will allow me to be present at home with the twins, you know, Steven Crowder's twins. Thank you in advance to anyone that's willing to help me in the pursuit by sharing this post. I look forward to bringing my diligence and work ethic, creativity, ability to think outside the box, and marry poorly into whatever work environment I end up in. I know that I may get ripped apart in these comments, given that I'm the mom of 2 small children of a very small man. Please be respectful and know that the plan was for our children to have a stay-at-home mother, but unfortunately, I picked a complete shithead to marry, and thus, I find myself jobless and penniless. And yeah, good job, Steven Crowder. God damn it, I love Steven Crowder. Got a wife with 2 twins that he won't even fucking support, you know, or family values as we know it. And good. Suffer, everybody, because of awesome Steven Crowder. That's what you get. And then Remember how awesome Katie Britt was when she gave the Republican response to Joe Biden's State of the Union address? We all remember that was amazing. I think we were all touched deep down in our nether parts. Anyway, she gave a story about this sex traffic victim, and it turns out it was bullshit. It turns out that she didn't actually have a one-on-one conversation with this woman. Turns out this woman was not sex trafficked in the United States like she implied. Turns out none of this happened while Joe Biden was president. It was all a complete fucking lie to anger and upset old people, which I admire and love and respect. Awesome move, Katie. Anyway, the girl that she is talking about came out this week and basically called her a liar and refuted everything she said. Yeah, okay, I guess it's not going to play. Anyway, sex trafficking victim says Senator Katie Bryant telling her story to the rebuttal is not fair. She said she was not sex trafficked by anybody except for Mexican gangs in Mexico, and it happened while George W. Bush was president. So, unsurprising in any way, here she is.
Yes. In fact, I hardly ever cooperate with politicians because it seems to me that they only want an image. They only want a photo, and that to me is not fair. Trabajo como vocera. I work as a spokesperson for many victims who have no voice, and I really would like them to be empathetic. All the governors, all the senators to be empathetic with the issue of human trafficking, because there are...
Look, I think I speak for everybody when I say, shut up, woman! You let the Republicans take your story and twist it and lie about you in order to spread more evil, and you like it! What gives you the right to tell the truth about what they're doing to you? Shh, quiet, y'all. Disgusting. And then, literally unbelievable, but, really not. Totally believable, really. I love Republicans because what they'll do is they'll vote against the own best interests of their own constituents. Biden will be like, hey, we need infrastructure. We've been talking about infrastructure forever in this country. I'm finally going to pass it and give you guys lots of projects and lots of money to take home to the people in your districts. And all the Republicans are like, no, I refuse. We vote no on all these bills. We don't need no money in my districts. We need more money for rich people. Billionaires need more tax cuts. That's what's important. And I admire that. Then Joe Biden is like, nah, I'm going to pass infrastructure anyway and give you lots of money. And then he passes infrastructure and then they take credit for it. It's beautiful. I love these people. Representative Elise Stefanik is like, I am proud to announce that I secured $1,857,000 for water district development. She voted against it, folks. Man, I love these people. Love it. Just... absolutely no integrity whatsoever. Shamelessness is their superpower, and goddammit, are they powerful. They'll literally say anything, get elected. The idiots that vote for will be like, oh my God, she got $1.8 million for us. She's a hero, but she didn't. She voted against it. Oh God. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you, Elise Stefanik. Keep up the evil. And that is my Chud Watch. Hells yeah. What you guys think about that? Dirty Section Pores. Watching this become the most evilest show in the world. I love the joke. Isn't it past your jail time? Pretty good. I cannot show you that because they will copyright me. Probably copyright me, which is fair. I don't have the right to show you guys anything that I don't have permission to. Fuck me. Katie Britt is full of shit. A little bit. Teeny tiny bit, but that's why I love her. I once heard in New York, the way to tell someone to fuck you, just say, trust me, trust me. It's not about the money. When somebody says it's not about the money, it's about the money. And all right, let's do a quick. I don't have the fucking goddamn it. I deleted the intro to this, but the intro goes, "He shall be Elon." I don't even know that fucking intro. And anyway, you guys hear about this? Apparently, Elon Musk and Don Lemon made a deal. They signed a contract. Elon's like, hey, I'm desperate to start up my video feature on X/Twitter. I want everybody to stop going to YouTube, start coming to Twitter to watch videos and shit. So I got to pay the big league AAA stars, like Paris Hilton, got her, Turfsy Gabbard, got her. And then he's like, Don Lemon got fired from CNN, and he's sort of a douchebag, but hey, people have heard that name, and I want him to come to Twitter/X, and then he's a little bit left-wing, a little bit left-wing, and so Elon's like, hey, I'll let this motherfucker come to X/Twitter, then I can claim that I am not partisan. I can claim that, hey, I'm paying and supporting even people on the left. I'm not some right-wing shithead, y'all. I'm open-minded to all of the political spectrum. So he did it. He paid Don Lemon, and Don Lemon got invited to interview Elon Musk for Twitter, and they're going to have just this long relationship. What's that now? Oh, yeah, he got fired immediately. He got fired after the first interview. And Don Lemon is like, Elon Musk has canceled the partnership I had with X, which they announced as part of their public commitment to amplify more diverse voices on their platform. He informed me of the decision hours after an interview I conducted with him on Friday. That interview will remain the premiere episode of the Don Lemon Show on Monday, March 28th. First and last. Gotta love it. Elon publicly encouraged me to join X with a new show, saying I would have his full support and that his digital town square is for all. God damn it, that's beautiful. He and his team pursued the deal in numerous conversations and made significant commitments about the support X would provide for the show. I made the decision to work with them, oh God, because of the money, in a unique partnership that I believe would ultimately make you money. Assure that my work would be available to the most people in the largest possible venue, make me the largest amount of money in the largest possible venue. I took Elon at his manager's team word, oh my God, you're so stupid, that they, for the first time, were interested in working directly with news and diverse voices. All right, first of all, you didn't believe any of that. Quit pissing in my face and tell me it's raining Don Lemon. You know who Elon Musk was. You know what he was all fucking about, right? You just wanted a fucking payday. Miss me with that fucking bullshit. Anyway, here he is in his own words telling you what went down between him and Elon.
Hi, everyone. Elon Musk is mad at me. And I just put out a statement about what happened between him, me, and the interview that he is apparently so upset about. But make no mistake about this. This is going to be my first episode of the Don Lemon Show this coming Monday, March 18th. So make sure you tune in. This does not change anything about the show except for my relationship with Elon and X. And there's a whole lot that went down, and I'm going to tell you about in the coming days. I know, though, that many of you were not happy that I was doing this in the first place,
right?
And you told me so. I just want you to know that I did this deal because not only do I believe in free speech, but I believed that this was the best possible chance for the work that I'm doing to reach the largest amount of people. So speaking of free speech, right, I thought the first person interview, no-brainer, Elon Musk, the man who calls himself a free speech absolutist.
Right.
I asked him to do it. He willingly agreed to the interview. Throughout our conversation, I kept reiterating to him that although it was tense at times, I thought it was good for people to see and hear our exchange and that they would learn from our conversation, learn more about him, learn more about me. But apparently, free speech absolutism doesn't apply when it comes to questions about him from people like me. What did we talk about? Why is he so upset? Does he even have a reason to be upset? Make sure you watch it on Monday on YouTube and everywhere you listen.
You're insufferable, Don Lemon. You knew exactly what you were getting into. You knew who Elon Musk was, and you're just using this controversy to make yourself more famous. But hey, I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to cover it anyway. So good on you, Don Lemon. And of course, Elon Musk got out there to do damage control and pretend like this is not a part of his ever-ending war against free speech. He's a free speech absolutist, y'all. He was like, his approach was basically just CNN, but on social media. Okay, what did you expect when you hired him? Did you expect that you could buy him and he would ask you softball questions like everybody else? Yeah, he did. Which doesn't work. That's evidenced by the fact that CNN is dying. Yeah, all legacy media is dying because of the internet. It has nothing to do with the fuck you're talking about. And instead of it being the real Don Lemon, it was really just Jeff Zucker talking through Don. So lacked authenticity. Yeah, that's why, folks. He bailed on Don Lemon because Don Lemon lacked authenticity. Sure. All this said, Lemon Zucker are, of course, welcome to build their viewership on this platform along with everybody else. Yeah, we're not going to pay you. Oh, you're going to have to. You probably signed a contract, but he can just build it up just like any other fucking loser. And, of course, to get away with it, he's trying to connect Don Lemon with Zuckerberg, which have no connection whatsoever, but plays well to the sycophants who follow him as the idiot cult leader he is. And they did, folks. No matter how obvious it is that he's against free speech and he is so insecure that he can't take even mildly tough questions like Donald Trump. It can only handle softball interviews and will fire anybody who doesn't give him softball interviews. He put out this on X Business. X is a platform that champions free speech. It doesn't. And we're proud to provide an open environment for diverse voices and perspectives. You're not. The Don Lemon Show is welcome to publish this content on X. They will. Without censorship, as we believe in providing a platform for creators to scale their work and connect with communities. However, like any enterprise, we reserve the right to make decisions about our business partnerships, and after careful consideration, X decided not to enter into a commercial partnership with the show, and it's because Elon Musk is too thin-skinned. Can't take any criticism, any toughness whatsoever. Just a weak dandy, which is what I love about him. I love when you're a complete fucking pussy, but you always act like a badass all the time, and then other people who complete fucking pussies worship you. It's the best. And Salty Cracker, who I learned about from my brother. Remember when he disowned me at Applebee's? Love Salty Cracker, and Salty Cracker got Elon Musk back, as do most Elon Musk sycophants. They're Johnny on the spot to jump on X, Twitter, to let us know how Elon is fucking awesome. That was tough. Salty Cracker's like, Don Lemon got fired because he's a fake douchebag, unlike Elon Musk, who's real, y'all. And nobody's going to watch his shitty show on X. I mean, lots of people will watch it when Elon Musk puts it on everybody's front page like he does everything else. When he forces us and he fakes how many views it gets, he would have had just as many. And then if you read the comments, he was an equity hire. That's right, he's black. Elon only hired him because he's black. And now Elon, the genius he is, realizes that he shouldn't hire black people. Definitely. Yep, he can say whatever he wants on X, yet has nothing interesting at all. You haven't even seen the goddamn interview yet. Guaranteed he'll stay well within the globalist guardrails and be a PC loser. Then it should be easy for Elon Musk to deflect and slap him down and make himself look good in the interview. No? Anyway. All on the side. And then, folks, I got questions about this next one. All right, we all know that I love evil, but I'm not even sure where they're going with this. So the Oscars happened, I guess, last weekend or some shit. I didn't watch it. Who the fuck watches that shit? Anyway, some people do, apparently. And Elon Musk, immediately, while the Oscars is going on, gets on there and complains about wokeness. And he's like, winning an Oscar now just means you won the woke contest. What the fuck does that even mean? You won the woke contest. And then Vivek Ramaswamy gets on and says, American History X is an all-time classic that wouldn't even earn a nomination if it were made today. And now I got questions, okay? Do they think American History X was somehow pro-Nazi? Do they think American History X was like positive towards white people? It's literally a movie about a guy who entered white supremacy and Nazism, and then learned the error of his ways and left that lifestyle. That's woke as shit. Did they not watch the movie? Do they really think that it's some kind of right-wing movie in support of right-wing ideology? It's crazy. And then Elon actually responds to this, and his response only makes me more curious. Elon says, well, that's not it. Oh, yeah. Just to let you guys know, American History X did receive one Oscar nomination at the time. The movie is literally about white nationalists rejecting his ideology and becoming more woke, which is why I'm so fucking confused. But then Elon Musk responds to Ramaswamy and says, guess I was wrong, because I guess other movies that he thought were woke or something. Oppenheimer, I guess, won Best Picture. And Oppenheimer's not woke. Literally, it's about a guy who made the atomic bomb. Nerds love it. So then he's like, I guess I was wrong. And then somebody asked him, I honestly shocked they gave Oppenheimer awards well deserved. And then they're like, why does that shock you, Elon? And he's like, I thought the awards would be given to more left-leaning films, which means he thinks that American History X is a right-leaning film. They literally think this movie is pro-Nazi, and they're okay with that. They like that. They think movies that are pro-Nazi should be given Oscars, y'all. And I love it. My favorite person, Elon Musk. Yay! Oscars for Nazis, I guess. Super cool. But also don't watch any of these movies, because then it might look like you actually know what the fuck you're talking about, which is bad, apparently. Nice. Oh my God, y'all. And then, did you guys hear about the U.S. billionaire that drowned in her Tesla? So this is turtle-ass Mitch McConnell's sister-in-law. They're all billionaires, folks. So his wife, Mitch McConnell's wife, actually worked as she was in head of like safety for automobiles and shit, which is the crazy part. She's the one person that could have done something to save her own sister's life. So her sister, Angela Chow, apparently they were having some kind of get-together out at their mansion. And folks, I shit you not, they have a guest house that has 19 rooms. 19 rooms? That's not a fucking guest house. That's a hotel, okay? If you have fucking guest house that has 19 rooms. I hope you drown in your Tesla. I'm just kidding. I would never. Anyway, so she was leaving the guest house. I'm guessing wine was involved. And she was like, I have to drive back to the main house because it's a 4-minute drive, like a 10-minute walk. And she was like, I ain't walking 10 minutes. I'm rich, bitch. So she was like, I'm going to get my car and I'm going to drive from the guest house to the main mansion because this is how much money these motherfuckers have. She was doing a 3-point turn and then she accidentally backed into the lake next to the fucking guest house. And so she's in the car and it's an Elon Musk car and you can't break the windows. It's safe as shit. You can't open the doors. You can't break the fucking windows. So she's sitting there and she's like, oh my God. And she starts calling people in her house and she's like, oh my God, I'm in a Tesla and I can't break the windows and get out. And I'm in the fucking lake and I'm drowning. Long story short, she died. Yeah. So anyway, cool, I guess. But I'm sad because a billionaire died, y'all. And whenever evil dies, it's a bad day in America. So I'm going to shed a few tears for Mitch McConnell's sister-in-law, who died miserably because she decided to drive a Tesla. I'm so sad about it, y'all. And that's my He Shall Be Elon section. Hell yeah. What? Yes, the clocks did go back in the U.S. It doesn't make any sense, but it's amazing somehow. Anyway, bing bong. Yep, delete it. Belly up. Have a nice swim. Should have bought a Toyota. Fucking moron. And imagine the heating bill. They got that kind of money, y'all. They ain't got to worry about it, right? Billionaires. Did you glitch out? Probably. It's probably infectious, I'm guessing. Interesting. Oppenheimer. Truman didn't like Oppenheimer. Truman. Oh, he did not. I couldn't finish that movie on account of how boring it fucking was. Good God, get to the bombs already. The whole thing is just him trying to build a bomb. I don't want to see that shit. Him having sex with a woman. I've seen sex on porns, but I need to watch Oppenheimer lay some lady. I don't. Anyway. What is the Trash Can Man's car in The Stand? I love The Stand. It's my favorite book of all time, y'all. I fucking love The Stand. And the original miniseries, not the new one they made, because that one sucked, but the original, fucking amazing. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? It's like rain Yang on my wedding day. And all right, folks, get your super chats in. We're going to do a religious bullshit followed by a trash world. So 2 more sections. But for now, it's time for religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It is time for religious bullshit. Boom! And this week it's time to do a top 5 religious fails of the week. And number 5 is this: excellently bad advice given to you by our Christian ladies.
We were talking about this. If you have already said yes to something, listen to me so carefully. If you've already said yes to something, and then leading up to it, you do not want to go, you're getting sick, you're just tired, you don't want to go.
Then don't go, because you don't get everybody else sick, because you have a little bit of care for your fellow human being, and you don't want to get them diseased with your fucking COVID or whatever the fuck you got, right?
What if I just skipped? That is because God has something so big for you there, and the devil wants to steal it.
Oh, right.
If
you
say yes to something in the spirit, and you're like lit, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna commit to these plans. This is gonna be great. And then like leading up to it, you know that feeling like last minute where you're like, I want to just stay in my pajamas. I don't.
I got COVID. I'm coughing and I have fever.
I want to go. Sounds like work. I don't know. I'm scared. And then you say no, bro. That is an attack from the enemy because he knows that that could be fruitful for you to go to.
So fruitful. That's right. You better go to parties and shit when you're sick or not feeling like it. You better do all kinds of shit you don't want to do because that's the devil, which would be good, I guess. So don't go, I guess, because I love evil. So stay home, ladies. Don't listen to these women. Hell, Satan. And then number four on this week's top 5 Christian fails. Did you guys know that AI is summoning the Antichrist? I did. That's the whole reason I'm fucking using AI to begin with. I'm doing my part. You motherfuckers better step it up. Anyway, let's let this genius explain it all to us.
AI, I believe, is the system that the beast will use to rule the world when his time comes.
100%.
They are summoning the demon with AI.
They are.
Well, AI is a magnificent technology, but the Lord spoke this to me. So I had a word on this in 2017.
He was like, Many Dr. Evil, listen to me now. AI bad.
On a live broadcast where the Lord spoke very clearly. It said AI itself is not bad coming out of the gate. It's who programs it.
That's right.
And
Elon Musk.
that's what I saw clearly, that it's who
Saw it.
programs it that
Who
will
did it?
really determine where it's headed. Now we see that you can't even get into proper discussions with it because they're so wokeifying this thing that it begins to argue back for
Fucking
woke ideologies and
God damn
terrible
it.
stuff like that.
Evil.
When we're talking
So I
about
love it.
Elon Musk, Elon Musk and AI, on one hand, he's kind of a white knight of liberty and freedom of speech. And on the other hand,
Definitely the richest man in the world, white knight of liberty and freedom of speech. Totally real life, y'all.
he says, you know, they're summoning the demon. They're doing all this terrible stuff. They are summoning the demon with AI. And yet he's the one that's really advancing it too. He's
okay, Kat, you're really harshing out my evil vibe, okay? It's hard to appear as evil as I want to appear when you're rubbing against my face like I'm the greatest cat daddy of all time.
advancing AI. So he speaks out of both sides of his mouth, so to speak. But I do believe the heart of the king is in the hand of the Lord. And I believe Elon Musk has a role to play in all of this, even if he ends up very nefarious.
It's right. Even though he's evil as shit, he's still good. Don't think about it, y'all. AI gonna kill us all. And then number 3 on tonight's top 5 Christian religious bullshits.
Feminism.
Oh, feminism
Is not biblical.
That's true.
And it does not fit into Christianity. And let me tell you the 3 reasons
Tell
why.
us about it, sister.
First of all, a woman cannot be a pastor.
That's true.
And so when you think about the feminist movement, you know that it's all about equal titles, equal pay. That does not work when it comes to being a pastor, because the Bible says that a female cannot be a pastor.
That's true.
It specifically speaks against it, and that's not going to change.
But you know what else it speaks against? Women speaking in any role of authority whatsoever. In fact, a woman is not even allowed to tell a man what to do, according to the same verses that you are quoting right now. So according to the same scriptures you're quoting, why are you talking to me, bitch? Get the fuck in the kitchen and make me a goddamn sandwich now. Shut the fuck up. Haven't you read your Bible? I have. Better be quiet, missy.
Secondly, a man is the head of the household. And so when you start having relationships that are like 2 men, you can't have 2 heads. 2 women, you have no head. So it doesn't work. And I can go on and on about that one, but we'll stop there for now. Thirdly, women are to submit to the man. And if you think about feminism, you know that it's all about women rule the world, women are in charge, and that just isn't.
That's not what it's about. It's about equal time, equal pay, not about women ruling the world. It's about equality, which is not about one over the other. But don't think about that part.
Not biblical. It doesn't work. Do not hate the messenger.
Don't hate the messenger, although you might want to reread the message. I need that sandwich stat. And number 2 on religious fails of the week. You guys, if you watch the show, you know one of the things I like the most. Christian thirst traps. That's where these super hot, ripped people, they make videos showing off their body and how gorgeous they are in hopes that other people want to have sex with their booties. But they pretend like they're doing it for Jesus. They're doing it because they're glorifying Christ, which is ridiculous and stupid, but also evil. So I love it. Anyway, case in point, starts off with, he's like, this is what it looked like when I watch Pornhub. He's calling it Cornhub, but I know what he means. And he's like, I'm a little nerd who has muscular dystrophy or something. I'm all fucking stove up in my bones because I jacking it too much. But the next thing you know, y'all. Boom! When he fears God, he suddenly jacked as fuck. And he has a mask on his face for some reason. Don't even think about it. You don't need to know why. But look at him. Holy shit. I want to have sex with that booty hole to glorify Christ only. And thank you, Jesus, man. I'm going to plow that ass. Hell yeah. And then number 1, folks. Number 1 on this week's religious bullshit fails. Did I do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I did do it right. One more. Okay, there's actually 2 more, so I'm failing somewhere. It don't matter. Number 1. I can do math. Number 1. Kent Christmas, y'all. Apparently, Kent Christmas got a loan from the bank for $12 million. Yeah. When you're a pastor, they just let you do it. When you're a televangelist, they just give you $12 million. Why wouldn't they? It just makes sense. Anyway, he mad that he has to pay it back. Why would he have to pay back $12 million that he borrowed, folks? Don't they know he's a pastor? And the Bible specifically says pastors don't have to pay shit back, y'all, okay? That's just his God-given right to take loans out and not have to repay them, okay? And if you don't believe me, here's him talking about it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, somewhere in the middle there.
Somewhere in the middle. Don't worry about it.
God makes this statement
God says,
about people who would obey his commandments and walk in his statutes.
That's right.
He said, you will be the lender and not the borrower.
That's right. Banks.
So today, in the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
This lie of $12 million that we owe to the bank.
That's a lie, y'all. Yeah, I borrowed it, and I did say I would pay it back, but it's a lie because the Bible somewhere
it is challenging the word that cannot be changed or altered.
Banks challenging the Bible. You're supposed to just give this guy money, Banks, scot-free.
It's challenging the word of God over this building.
Heresy.
So we declare.
We declared it.
In the name of the Lord.
I declare bankruptcy.
That we are imposing the law of heaven.
That'll work.
Over this illegal debt.
Totally gonna work.
Not against the bank, but against the devourer that's in the atmosphere.
The bank.
That wants to distract us and put a burden on us.
Or they want you to pay your bill back that you took out.
Tried to make mortgages.
No,
we
mortgages.
declare the name of the Lord. I take dominion as the pastor of this house over this illegal debt, this lie of hell, that is violating the word of the Lord.
So that bank not gonna get their money back. Oh, love to see it, bank. You just got bamboozled and good. You just met true evil today, bank. Just borrow the money and claim God don't want to pay it back. What you gonna do? You gonna argue with God? This guy, my hero. I'm learning so much from Kent Christmas. I'm going to go take a loan out from a bank and just be like, hey, Jesus said I ain't got to pay you guys back. What you going to do about it? And then one more, folks. This is number 1, part 2. It's only confusion if you're stupid. And last one for tonight. Oh, no, I already read this one. All right, never mind. That was the last one. I just got this out of fucking order. And all right, that is my religious bullshit. Hell yeah. Tax the church. No, that would be illegal to tax the church because they are the ones that are supposed to be the lenders. They're supposed to be the banks. If I know one thing about Jesus and the money changers, it's how much he loved bankers. Okay, I might have misread that part, but it don't matter. It's all good. Motion denied. Definitely. There's one thing I know about the banks is how easily they give up on getting the loans back that you take out from them. So, cool. Tax is so hard, pretty difficult, in my opinion. It says, look up your slaves. It says you can beat your slaves, though. If they don't die in 2 days, you're cool. So beat them, but just a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't kill them. And, all right, how are we doing on time? Awesome. We're rolling along here, folks. We got one more section, and then we're going to read all the super chats. So be sure to get your super chats in or die painfully and brutally, but, you know, in the nicest possible way. And now it's time for Trash World. Trash World is a dumpster fire and it's hellish. Trash World. Trash World. Everything sucks all the goddamn time in the trash world. And first off in the trash world, hey, you guys remember not too long ago, we saw all these videos of mostly black and brown people looting stores. They were just rushing in the stores in big groups and taking shit off the shelves and running out. And a few among us were using that as an opportunity to be racist. We were like, yeah, look at diversity. Look at all this black people stealing just like black people would do, right? Remember we're all racist about that? Well, you're going to laugh. It turns out that the people at the top of this thieving, scheming ring were white folks, and they were rich as shit. Anyway, let's watch the video.
This is video of Michelle and Kenneth Mack arrested in December at their Bonzo mansion. Equipped with its own vineyard and chapel, they rented it out as a wedding venue and an Airbnb.
As you do.
But according to a search warrant, it also doubled as a stash house.
Oh, really?
For a small fortune in makeup, stolen
damn.
from major retail stores across the country,
Curious.
like Sephora and Ulta.
Oh,
this
shit.
is a top priority for me, primarily because of the safety and security risk that it brings to our team.
Ulta CEO Dave Kimball spoke to CNBC's Courtney Reagan about the wave of theft hitting retail stores.
The network that she had built across the country was impacting multiple stores, and so by eliminating that, it's a step. But unfortunately, I know there's others that are out that are just like that.
53-year-old Michelle Mack and her husband have pleaded not guilty to charges of conspiracy, grand theft, and receipt of stolen property. Michelle is accused of working with as many as 12 women, providing them with a list of items to steal from
job creator, let her go!
Stores across the country, like this Lens Crafters in Claremont and this Ulta Beauty in Mira Mesa. According to the search warrant, the goods were sometimes mailed to this Bonzo post office and would end up for sale at discounted prices on an Amazon storefront called Online Makeup Store. Stefan says with online stores and marketplaces becoming the new place for criminals to sell stolen goods, there have been some positive steps toward cracking down, like the recently passed Informed Consumers Act, which requires online marketplaces to get information from high-volume sellers to help ID stolen goods. But she says there are still loopholes that need to be closed in some person-to-person marketplaces like Facebook, as well as making sure Prop 47 is reformed so repeat offenders are properly punished. Omar.
I don't know, folks. Just seemed like a brilliant entrepreneur to me. Who is really hurt? Except for the businesses, I guess. But whatever. Just let them do it, in my opinion. And then, you know who turned out apparently to be an incredibly shitty person? And it hurts me to even say this, although I love him more now on account of evil. Chandler Bing! Apparently Chandler Bing. Could he be any worse? So apparently, despite not having any children, Matthew Perry indicated in his will that any children he had were not entitled to any inheritance. What the fuck? Apparently, it's a groupie babies that he had. He's like, I'm not supporting those groupie babies. What the fuck, man? This is not cool. I mean, it is cool because it's evil and I love it, but just saying, like, if you have kids, I don't care if you know about them or not, you might want to let them have your inheritance. So, they have a future and they have your DNA just like any other child might. You might want to support him. But man, yeah, talking about putting the dead and deadbeat dad, this week's worst person or best, Matthew Perry. But he's dead, so it's all good. And then this is actually kind of scary, folks. A lot of you are against AI. Now, I kind of understand a little bit why you're against AI. I understand the arguments against it, even though I think they're mostly bullshit. I think they're made out of fear and people who want to make you afraid in order to make money and get clout off of you. But either way, there are a lot of big businesses who want to also make AI illegal. But the reason they want to make AI illegal is because they want to be able to use it and ban us from using it. Because for the first time in history, we have the ability to compete with the major studios, the major news studios, the major movie studios, the major recording studios. We can compete, like I was showing you at the beginning of the show, making your own music. We can make our own movies now. We can do anything, and they hate it, folks. They see their monopoly going away, and so they're doing everything they can to lobby the government in order to ban it. Like Time Magazine pushing the shit out of this. Time Magazine says authorities should also urgently consider outlawing the publication of weights or inner workings of powerful AI models, for example, under open source licenses. That's right. What they want to do is they want to make everything behind a paywall. So only if you have a ton of fucking money can you use it. But us poors, we don't have fucking access to it, folks. This is 100% what it's about. And I implore you, don't fall for this bullshit. Fight back. If they have access to this shit, then we should have access to it. And we should have access to it. Everybody should have the tools, folks. We finally have a way to compete against these assholes. Don't let them win. And that on the trash world, I agree with this one. I agree with Gina here. The U.S. is becoming the land of stupid and brainless. It's not becoming. We became this a long time ago, which is why we're the greatest country on earth. But yeah, you get 99 years is the amount of prison time a doctor in Alabama will receive if they perform an abortion. 6 months is the amount of prison time you will receive if you rape an unconscious girl next to a dumpster. So, yay, America! Woo! We're number one. We're the best, folks. Isn't this a great country? Some people think we're collapsing. Some people think that we're just a tiny speck of sand compared to what we used to be. But no, folks, it's amazing. We're getting worse and worse every day, and it's beautiful. God bless the USA. And this happened in Arlington, Texas. There's a subreddit called Main Characters. I'm the main character. And this dude, I think we can all agree, definitely is the main character of his own experience.
By the way, guys, for my first introduction to you fucks, I am Cedric Hamisi Saidi! Stop. Hurry the fuck up. I'm leaving now. Oh. Hey, of course this is World Star, you fucking idiot! I am the Prince of the Congo!
He's the Prince of the Congo.
Idiot!
He's in Walmart
The richest
in Arlington
in the world!
asking for a refund, but he is the prince of the richest country in the world, the Congo.
Idiot! What are you gonna do?
You're also stupid.
I got kids!
And look, this doughy guy walking up, challenging him, and he's real tough when it's a doughy guy. But watch how unbrave he suddenly gets when it's a slightly bigger fellow.
Boy!
This guy.
Save him, boy! I see the white devils in your eye, boy! I swear
He's
to
like,
God.
I'll whoop your ass. Oh, okay. My bad. My bad. I better get some Congo guards to protect me. And he's like, woo, gonna do a little shimmy, gonna do a little shimmy, gonna dance. I'm the main character, y'all. Where's America? That's right, I'm not drunk or on drugs. You're stupid.
I'm back! My name is Elijah!
Elijah.
From the Bible!
He's from the Bible, y'all. Prince of the Congo in the Bible, Elijah. And then, like, he went through all that trouble just to get his money. And then as he walks away, he throws the money. And then watch who picks up the money that he threw away.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Yeah, and then Doughboy, who he's picking a fight with, actually gets the money. So I think we all taught Doughboy an important lesson here. I guess you get money for no reason. Cool. Nice, America. Love it. Best country on earth. You're stupid. And last but not least, on Trash World, did you guys hear that Mike Tyson is fighting Jake Paul? Yeah, this is what boxing has become, folks. Where a young guy who's like 26 is fighting an old man who sometimes has to put himself in a wheelchair because his back is so bad. So yeah, we get to watch seniors get beat up for millions of dollars on this trash planet, and I love it. And for those of you who are like, Dusty, it's not that big of a deal. Mike Tyson, former champion, former best boxer on the world. He's probably going to do pretty good, right? He's not past his prime in any way whatsoever, Dusty. Anyway, here's Mike Tyson training. Yep, there he is, folks. Old man who can't even walk. Gonna fight Jake Paul for $20 million. Yeah, America. We're the best. And that is my Trash World. Hell yeah. Good luck, Mike Tyson. And folks. Oh, man, I got one more. I got one more in the Trash World. This is kind of depressing, folks. So you guys know how I'm psychic and I predict the future continuously? Of course you do. We've all seen it happen. Last week, we were covering this story about non-binary teen Next Benedict. You guys might remember they got attacked in the bathroom at school and then shortly died afterwards. And everybody was blaming Liz of TikTok and the horrible anti-trans atmosphere in Oklahoma that's leading to bullying and stuff like this. And I said that I didn't want to jump on the bandwagon accusing the girls who attacked them in the bathroom, of being responsible for their death because we didn't have enough evidence. I suggested at the time that probably what I thought happened is I thought after this attack, they probably committed suicide because if they were really beaten that bad in the bathroom, where it could have led to death, I'm pretty sure the school would have done something, would have called for medical help or something. So I didn't think probably it was caused by the bathroom beating. And it turns out, I was right again. Apparently, next, Benedict's death was ruled a suicide. And this is why I didn't want to jump on the bandwagon, folks, because I knew exactly what was going to happen. I knew that if their death was ruled a suicide, that all the right-wing people are going to be like, see the left jumped on the bandwagon and misrepresented what happened, blamed Liz of TikTok and the right for shit they had nothing to do with. Now, I do think the bullying obviously led to the suicide, and I do think Liz of TikTok is still entirely to fucking blame for this atmosphere, this toxicity that she has created and all the right-wingers have created against trans people. But I did think it was right to blame the attack on the death because I thought it was unlikely that that was actually what caused it. So, yes, it turns out I was right. And a very sad situation, regardless. And the people that spread anti-trans bigotry, bullying, and toxicity are 100% responsible for this. Anyway, regardless if the girls beat her to death in the bathroom, I beat them to death in the bathroom. But anyway, might as well get the story correct to keep the right from having ammo that can actually score points. So I did my due diligence on that one. And yeah, rip next. I hear you. Rusty is a psycho. I am a psycho. I'm evil now. Better get used to it. And all right, let's do some super chats. Before I do the super chats, I apologize. But quick commercial for my patron. Patreon.com/KaiCast is the link to my patron. I do a show called The After Party every single night on my patron after this show. So exclusive content, that's what you get. And also you get to help out me and these cute ass cats you see loving all over me. I rescue cats for a living and dogs. They give them a forever home. And I do nothing but work on this show for a living. This show is 100% user supported. So I don't sell anything. I don't let commercials run on this show. I don't con anybody out of money. I just make content. And if you guys like the content I make, please consider supporting it by becoming a patron. Thank you. I appreciate it. Link in the description of this video. And all right, let's read the super chats. I got a couple of birthday cards. Birthday cards. Woo! Let's read some birthday cards, y'all. Real quick before I do the super chats. Let's see what I got here. Melvin, my neighbor Melvin sent me this one. It says, we thought about giving you a dignified, sophisticated, elegant birthday card, but we were afraid if we did, you might not know it was from us. Oh, I got jackasses. Nail me, Melvin. Happy birthday, little bro. Love, Melvin and Rita. Love back to you. You guys don't watch my show, but if you did, love back to you. And I got one from my mom. I haven't even opened it yet. I hope she's not disowning me like my brother did. Let's see what my mom has to say. I hope this doesn't go completely awry. Okay. Says, another trip around the sun. Happy birthday. Hiya, Dusty. Hope all is well and happy birthday. I can't help but remember you as a baby and how cute and sweet you were. How good a child you were. Such a joy. I'm glad I could be your mother. I love you. Lots of love, Mom. Oh, that's so sad. I'm not going to cry, though. You're going to cry. Shut up. And this one from Pamela Amodia Morris. Hopefully none of these are like, don't read this on the air, because... Let's see what we got here. All right, this one has a picture of a dog. You're the best. No, you're the best. And it says, our gift to you, Dusty. We've doubled our Patreon to $10. Woohoo! Heroes. Hey, Dusty. Have a great birthday. Thanks immeasurably for all you do week after week to entertain, interact with, and inform your viewers, subscribers, and patrons. All of us, all of our likes, all of our lives are better because of that. Also, kudos to you for all you do to provide a loving forever home for your kitties and doggies. You are the best, in quotes. Why, it's in quotes. Love, Pamela and Stephen Morris. Hey, love back to you guys. Read the back. All right, the back says, meet Anthony. We launched a Freedom of Information Act investigation that helped save 4,000 abused beagles from a notorious in Vigo puppy mill. Anthony pictured here. There's nothing pictured there, but on the front. Okay, I got you. Taxpayers should be forced to pay for wasteful government animal experiments. Hell yeah, you guys go. Heroes, I appreciate you. And then one more. Hey, Miss Cece, what you doing back there, baby? What you doing, sweetie? And one more. This one from, it doesn't say. All right, let's see if it says on the inside. Boom. Oh my gosh, you are on helium. That's not helium. Oh, money, $20. Woohoo! I'm rich. Rich as an astronaut. My name is Bill and I am on helium. Hi, Bill. Enjoy the attention on your birthday, but don't let it go to your head. Happy birthday. Really appreciate your show. A grateful viewer. Love kitties too. All right, doesn't say what it is, but don't have to. The money's the important part. Thank you, you hero. And it's not helium, it's nitrous, which is fine in moderation. And all right, thank you. Let's read the super charts. Scroll. Jason Ashby gets in 2. Count them 2. Dust Buddy memberships. Thank you, Jason. Venture Van first, but not last. Venture Van. Parker Wire, happy birthday. $20. Very generous. Happy birthday to you. Whatever your birthday is, Parker Wire. Good to see you tonight. Venture Van, thank God we can still die. All of you. I'm living forever, but I feel bad. I'll mourn you guys a little bit. Not a lot. Venture Van, there's a reason Suicide Boys are my favorite rap group. I've never heard of them, but that sounds right up my alley. Thank you, Venture Van. Brian Paul, $10. Happy belated birthday from North Dakota. Love the new intro music. I'm curious how it would sound as a 60s lounge act. All right, well, join me at the after party, and we'll try that out. Maybe we'll make some music at the after party. Always fun to do. Happy birthday, Dog and Hat, you sexy mofo. You sexy. Jason Ashby, thank you for all your generosity. Ivy Evans, chat member, Dog and Hat, birthday is tomorrow. Can we get a happy birthday? Happy birthday, Dog and Hats. Happy birthday to all of us. Thank you, Ivy Evans. And Venture Van, $5. Try AI Dusty into Suicide Boys style. I'm interested. They won't let you type in specific names of band, so you'll have to let me know like what style it's in, like specific, like emo rap or something like that. But it can't be a name of a band because it won't let you do that. Russian Jackal, $10. Dear Dusty, happy belated birthday. Thanks for years of entertainment. I always need content for work. Let's hope that the Trump's Our President segment never returns. Space left. Screw Flanders. Yeah, I hope. But hey, I'm evil now, so maybe it'll be good. But I don't think he can outdo the evil of Biden. So fingers crossed. My birthday's on Sunday 17th. I'm turning 25. Woohoo, Vince! Happy birthday to you. Have a good one, buddy. Venture Van, you thinking chaos is necessary for America to exist? It's not necessary, but it seems to be an integral part of our country. So, Paul Jefferson, $10. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate you. Venture Van, another 10. Gay-meaning children would probably make Trump more popular. I know, right? Because of the evil, whatever he does, even if it's even more evil, just gets him more money and attention. Because that's the way our country is. Thank you, Venture Van. Demonox Plays. Ban TikTok from government phones. Sure, it's a work phone. Yeah, I mean, I don't even care about that, but it works for me. Venture Van, $2. Cannot wait for Trump Fortnite. It's coming. You know it. Demonox Plays. Ban TikTok from citizens' phones. No. Nope. Freedom and whatnot. It's America, so apparently we don't do that here anymore. Guys, calm down. Quote leadership from Jason Ashby. Appreciate you, Jason. Everybody's fucking with, I guess somebody let Cece in here with a little cone of shame on, and now everybody's griping at her, so I got that to deal with now. Ben Shapiro should know about work. He does work hard, y'all. He's the hardest working man among all of us. I'm Benny Shapiro. And don't sleep on Benny. Thank you, Venture Fan. Justin Jones, $5. My dad wasn't eligible for full benefits that pay squat until 67. And was only able to retire because he collects the pensions and VA health benefits. Yeah, that's the way to do it. I don't have nothing to retire on, folks, so I am trying hard to earn money to retire now. I didn't save anything up my entire fucking life because I'm a moron. And so now that I'm 49, I'm just starting to save for retirement. So I'm scared, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully, God will come through for me. Welcome to PTO Heroes, NVIDIA Yevit Chambers. Hell yeah, that's the way to do it. Superhero, and you guys can join the PTO Heroes also. Click on the button over there. You'll figure it out. Sign up. It's all good. Spam the chat with impunity. Grumpy Queer. The neo-Nazi comic artist Stone Toss has been revealed as Hans Christian Grober of Texas, Spring, Texas. Yeah, apparently he's a Mexican, right? The neo-Nazi guy turns out to be Mexican. Nobody should be surprised by that. Cole James. Woo-woo. Toot-toot, Cole James. Love you. Appreciate you. Good to see you tonight. Jupe the Malignant. Dusty, I have some red tape to get through before I can do Twitter. But I am so for this music you've been making. Go Jupiter Quack. Hell yeah, I'm going to come out with the whole album. I would make more music, but nobody gives a shit about it, so I don't. Bob Hawk, $7.99, Netflix, The Three Body Problem, best book series I have ever read. Mind-blowing. I hope the show does it justice because it's changed perspective of mine. All right, I'll have to check that out. Thank you for the recommendation. Social Lust, $5. Leave my TikTok alone. They're going to ban it. They've already done so in one of the houses. So, Juke66, I'll have to reset my password to get around my old Twitter account somehow. Jupe. Everybody loves Jupe. She's the queen of Jupiter. Hell yeah. I love me some Jupe. Fred Ricks, 5. Get them 5. Dust Pussy memberships. Better see all you guys. That's after party. Kelly McMickle, $10. Despite my despair over conservatives. Gaza, climate disaster, religion, hate, AI. Just kidding. Of course, your show makes me laugh every time. I thank you, brother. Hey, I do what I can to try to bring a little levity to this hell world in which we live, but I also love it because I'm evil. 5 gifts from Jay Donkey. Appreciate you, Jay Donkey. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but you rock. Fred Ricks, $100. Woo-woo! Double toot for that. Yo, Dusty, I'm a 70-year-old black man. What? Presidential elections, a choice between lesser evils. That's true. America is a Nagatami Plaza. The GOP is the terror group. The black community is McLean, and those complaining are the black cop. Welcome to the party, pal. Yeah, I was talking to Melvin about that earlier, about how I can't stand Biden, but it's literally the lesser of two evils, and it's so fucking evil. We can't even pretend it's not the lesser of two evils, but it is, unfortunately. And very generous, Fred Ricks. I appreciate you, and thank you for watching. Hero time. Happy late birthday, says Isaac 651. Give me another Lindsey Graham impersonation. Oh, my daddy would never wish you happy birthday because he don't like no liberals, Dusty. Thank you, Isaac. Jay Donkey, best show on the planet Earth. Keep it up, Dusty. I will. Thank you for supporting Jay Donkey. Swagger and Cat, $20. The Pharaohs think we should be forgiven for our tardiness. Hell no. Due to extreme drama at a local bar, they also send regards scritch to them, but as you know, no forgiveness. Blazing Chronic. What up, Dusty? What up, Blazing Chronic? Blazic. Unfriendly Atheist UA. More rich folks underwater, please. I know. Free trips to Titanic for all of them. BBC. What up, BBC? Sorry I'm late. No forgiveness. I am doing my best. Perry Mason this evening. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully well. As soon as I whoop these people's ass in courts, the tea will flow and the stacks are up on my mud. Man, I'm almost completely out of tea. I hope you can hook me up. Good to see you tonight. Good luck, BBC. Socialist. America needs free therapy. Yeah, but we're never going to get it. It's America. Everything is a dollar sign in this country. Happy late birthday, says Spooky Accent Distance. Here's 777 Dusty, the good 66 for his sexy evil twin. Love you madly. P.S. Do you have any plans for Eclipse? I didn't even know that was happening. So, no, I don't. Lots of super chats tonight. Awesome. Much love, Dusty. Much love to you, Matt Hatter. BBC, get to 10 Cult memberships for you awesome motherfuckers. Be sure to join me on the after party. Socialist had a B-Day, not D-Day. Hell no. I had a good B-Day. Lots of sleep. Thank you, Socialist. Boston Dunning, $5. Dark Dusty, you're killing it. Do you think free will exist? Do you think free will exists? No, I do not think free will exists. I think free will is an illusion. I think that at the Big Bang, the natural laws of physics created a chain reaction that's always going to play out the exact same way, no matter what, and thus our choices are already predetermined. Thank you, Boston Dunning. Ivy Evans, you should dye your goatee black for Evil Arc. I should, but I do kind of like the white. It takes a while to grow out. So good idea, though, Ivy. Okay, save Dusty, I love you, Coach James. Woo-woo, appreciate you. You rock. And everybody was so generous tonight. I appreciate you all. And still plenty of time to get your super chats in. We're only halfway done with the world's greatest show. But for now, let's move along and do what the fuck? And a disturbing time period in America right now. Apparently, we're about to ban TikTok, a website. Yeah, because, you know, the more you ban things, the more free you are as a society. Seems incredibly un-American, but I love it because it seems like we're going even more evil, which is good. Anyway, if you're wondering if they have any good reasons to ban TikTok, they do, of course. If you want to hear one, here is the best among us, Steve Bannon, explaining it to us.
And this is why the TikTok, I'm going to add another element to it now. TikTok is such an important fight because TikTok, as Matt Gaetz told me in July of 2022, he says, hey, we're not going to get the 30, 35 seats. You're not going to get the 25 seats because they're going to close the gap because of Dobbs, these young women in TikTok. He said TikTok is and today they're going to give a presentation at 1 o'clock, secured presentation to the House to talk about election interference by the CCP on TikTok. Just one last thing I'll add. And this is the Taylor Swift situation. I don't believe in coincidences. Her tour, which is the biggest tour, I think, in music history, stops on 20 August and doesn't pick back up until mid-November, early to mid-November, fully available after Labor Day to do whatever. And she's pretty adamant. She got involved in the 22 midterms. And Taylor Swift, with TikTok in back of it, is a formidable presence. And anybody that doesn't believe that, I don't think is looking at the demographic and the power she has with that demographic. Raheem.
That's right, folks. We got to ban TikTok because of Taylor Swift, and they're helping the Democrats get elected. And I mean, he is right. TikTok has been a force for getting progressive politics pushed in America and have progressive candidates win on the ballot. So they have to nip that shit in the bud immediately. And they are, folks. Both sides breaking the House votes 352 to 65 to pass a bill that could ban TikTok in the U.S. Republicans, 197 voted for it. Democrats, 155, folks. Even though they are specifically trying to get rid of TikTok because it's helping Democrats win, it's helping progressive policies get spread, Democrats are still voting to slit their own fucking wrist, y'all. They still are supporting the ban on TikTok. And you might ask yourself, like, why? Why is the Democratic Party, why are left-wing people voting against their own best interest? Why are they voting for something that's actually going to hurt them and their party? Well, it turns out, breaking, the ADL and AIPAC got TikTok banned pretty much, folks. TikTok is a threat to Israel because of the pro-Palestinian sentiment spread on TikTok. So the government of Israel and the IDF have decided they want TikTok banned. They don't want us as Americans to have access to pro-Palestinian content. So our government, including Joe Biden, who says he will pass this ban, and the vast majority of Democrats, they don't work for us. Their loyalty is not with America. Their loyalty is with Israel. They will literally slit their own wrist if Israel tells them to do so. Case in point, Jonathan Greenblatt, director of the Anti-Defamation League, the ADL, said, "We have a major TikTok problem." Here's 2 audios below that illustrate this. That's right, folks. They got a TikTok problem. Here he is talking about it again.
But we need to talk about TikTok. TikTok, if you will.
Yes. Yes, there's MSNBC, the left-wing channel. Yeah, we got to ban it. Kids are liking TikTok too much. Yeah, Israel wants a ban. We got to ban it. It's both sides, folks.
TikTok, if you will, it is the 24/7 news channel of so many of our young people, and it's like Al Jazeera on steroids, amplifying and intensifying the anti-Semitism and the anti-Zionism with no repercussion.
No repercussions. There should be so many repercussions for free speech. So who is really behind the TikTok ban? TikTok has 103 million monthly active users in the U.S. More than 1 in 3, 37% of mobile internet users actively engage in TikTok. Half of TikTok users in the U.S. are between the ages of 10 and 29, with teens making up the bulk of the user base. Over 50% of the content creators are between 18 and 24. From October 23rd to 30th, 2023, posts with the hashtag #StandWithPalestine were posted 10x more than posts with Stand With Israel. Posts with Stand With Palestine also receives 5 times as many views. When TikTok was accused of deliberately pushing pro-Palestinian content, they denied the claim and made it clear that the algorithm pushes whatever people engage with. Yeah, kids don't like watching children be murdered, and they want to be advocates to make that stop, obviously. It's not to do with any kind of Chinese government pushing it. But Jonathan Greenblatt, the director of the Anti-Defamation League, ADL, which is an extremely powerful Jewish Zionist organization that has often targeted free speech, was very worried by this. Seeing Gen Z in the U.S. overwhelmingly support Palestine in the face of Israeli aggression terrified him. It is such a coincidence that today the TikTok ban bill passed after months of Congress pushing for it so heavily. They are demanding the Chinese company ByteDance sell the platform if the app wants to remain in the U.S. With the ADL being so entangled with this decision, I would imagine they'd want to manipulate the algorithm to push pro-Israeli content. Of course they would. Anyway, here's this guy explaining it.
So they're pushing another TikTok ban bill really hard, but something does not add up about it at all.
Bro, I've been trying to wrap my head around this for the last couple days and nothing was making sense until I stumbled upon this leaked recording. First off, what I'm about to get into is highly controversial. It's extremely sensitive, so I'm gonna have to be really careful about it. This leaked recording is from about 4 or 5 months ago. It's Jonathan Greenblatt. He is the head of the Anti-Defamation League.
And so we really have a TikTok problem, a Gen Z problem, because again, like we've been chasing this left-right divide. It's the wrong game.
Yep, ban it.
The real game is the next generation.
Yeah.
And our community needs to put the same brains that gave us Tagli, the same brains that gave us all these other amazing innovations, need to put our energy towards this, like fast.
That's right. We don't want you guys having the information. We don't want you guys seeing the war crimes, the atrocities we're committing. We're worried the next generation won't like it so much. So we're not going to stop murdering children. We're just going to ban you from seeing it. And we're going to buy up all your politicians on both sides of the aisle where you have no choice. Hooray, America.
Clear as day, we have a generational problem, we have a TikTok problem, and we're gonna need to put all our energy into this. And if there's any lobby that owns more US politicians, it is this one.
Yep.
I can't really say it out loud, but nope, this is the one. Democrats and Republicans alike fear this lobby's clout.
Yep.
We can count on well over half the House, 250 to 300 members, to do reflexively whatever they want.
Yep.
In 24 hours, we could have the signatures of 70 senators on this napkin. Literally playing out right before our very eyes. There's also this Time magazine article that just came out. Why TikTok needs to be sold or banned before the 2024 election. The article barely even mentions China or election security. Almost the entirety of it focuses solely on this issue.
Free Palestine, yep.
Another chart from the article.
Yep.
And the ironic thing is that, yes, it's true. A foreign government has infiltrated the U.S., except it's just not the country they want.
It's not Russia, but it's fine when Israel does it, folks. It's fine when Israel completely controls our government. It's fine when they literally ban us from seeing things they don't want us to see. Both parties go completely along with it. And yes, the TikTok ban makes so much sense now. Walter Matheson, right on cue from the New York Times. Jewish stars and influencers confront TikTok executive in private call. Pushing this propaganda hard, folks. TikTok is anti-Semitism, so we have to ban it immediately. But folks, it's not just about TikTok. This bill gives the federal government the power to label and criminalize owning or maintaining any website, computer, mobile app, or software that gets labeled as foreign or a foreign adversary-controlled application. Yep. Means any website to distribute, maintain, or update internet hosting service. Yep. They have the right to ban anything now, folks. Anything that Israel does not want us to see. They are passing a bill to ban. So, yay, America! We've been taken over by a foreign government, and they're taking away all our free speech. I love this country. Evil, 24/7, baby. I didn't think America could get any more evil, but here we go. And shockingly, this is one issue that Trump is actually on the right side of. But obviously, he's on the right side for bad reasons. He's like, we shouldn't ban TikTok. But the reason he doesn't want to ban TikTok is because the prospect that the app will be banned has thrust Jeff Yass, the trading mastermind behind market maker Sequoia International Group, into an uncomfortable spotlight. That's because he owns... Hey! Stop it! Right now! No! Leave her alone! God damn it. They're fucking with... I don't know why he brought her in here. Anyway. My cat's fighting. Every time Cece's in here, they want to attack her. All right, we're getting her out of here so they don't fight anymore. Sorry to screen at you guys like that. Anyway, basically, it's a billionaire who owns $15 billion in TikTok, and he's one of Trump's main campaign financiers. And so that's the reason that he has told Trump to be against this ban. So Trump actually on the right side of the issue, but for the wrong reason. As always, yeah, fighting cats, bullshit. And then nutty kitties. The worst among us, John Fetterman. Oh, I forgot I like him now. I love John Fetterman, the evilest motherfucker on the planet. Goddamn, he pretended he was all progressive. He pretended he cared about Democrats and our issue, and then he just turned his back on us, and he just laughing at us all. He just laughing. He was like, I'm on TikTok now. Woohoo! Yeah, look at this motherfucker. Arms outstretched, putting his dick in our face. This is what he said back in last year before last. 8/21/22, but now all of a sudden he like, I support holding TikTok accountable 100 because it's a no-brainer the Chinese Communist Party should have access to our kids' data. Trump's abrupt change? FOH. Check that man's mattress for gold bars. That's right. Of course, John Fetterman gonna shit on Trump for the one thing he's actually right about. But John Fetterman, he's sold out 100% to Israel every goddamn way. He will take every one of our rights away from us if Israel tells him to. Whatever Israel says, this man will do. He is bought and paid for, and I love him, dude. Please don't ever stroke out and die horribly. Please don't, John Fetterman. Please live forever. You're so great. Meanwhile, you know who I hate? AOC. Fucking AOC with her morals and integrity. She's all like, I'm voting no on the TikTok for sale bill. This bill was incredibly rushed from committee to vote in 4 days with little explanation. There are serious antitrust and privacy questions here, and any national security concern should be laid out to the public prior to a vote. Shut up, AOC! I dare you try to stop things from getting banned from us seeing. I dare you try to stop us from seeing the atrocities and war crimes committed by Israel. Or I dare you try to not stop us. Whatever. Either way, fuck you, AOC. And then, did you guys hear about this horrible story? Man gets falsely accused by his ex-wife of molesting their kid. Meth head vigilantes then amputate his limbs with a chainsaw before killing him. Yeah, it's a horrible goddamn story. This fucking evil bitch who was also a meth accused her husband of molesting their kids, which he didn't do. And then a local biker gang member who was also a meth, who claims he hates pedophiles so much, kidnapped the guy, cut his body parts off with a chainsaw, and then murdered him. And he was totally fucking innocent. They tortured this poor guy, made him piss himself. This guy, this is our savior. No doubt this guy was a fucking pedophile himself. That's what they always do. They like to be so violently against pedophilia to try to cover for their own pedophilia. So he murdered a guy over it. This is in Australia. If you couldn't tell by looking at that guy, he's Australian, mate. And then here's a blast from the past in this trash world. God damn it, I grew up wanting to be a comedian. And it's kind of hard for me to think back to the fact that all the comedians I looked up to were just pure, straight up ass. Every one of them were trash humans. So I love them. It makes me love them even more looking back at how wonderful they are. Case in point, here's Artie Lange talking about a skit that he proposed for Mad TV back in the day.
What was your thing? Goodwill Smith? How'd that one go?
I was just, it's, you know. It's,
on Mad TV, they would often
like
combine two things.
I pitched a thing called
Goodwill Smith.
Goodwill Smith. And he worked at an all-black college, and, you know, the problem on the blackboard that no one could solve was 2 + 2.
It's funny because it's racist.
And Will Smith plays a janitor who puts a 4, and they go, who solved this?
Who solved this?
It took the professors 8 years.
Black people are so stupid, y'all.
They rejected it. They said it was like racist.
They said it was like racist. They were just like racist a little bit. Fucking stick up their ass, Mad TV. Won't let us call black people stupid. Fuck this woke society. Straight up trash, y'all. And then, one more. This week, my favorite person, J.K. Rowling, went full-on Holocaust denier when she posted this post that said, the Nazis burnt books on trans healthcare and research. Why are you so desperate to uphold their ideology around gender? J.K. Rowling seems to want to ban any kind of, academic works on trans people, wants to make being trans illegal, basically. So J.K. Rowling responds to this tweet that she herself posted, talking about the Nazis burning books and trans healthcare, to which she said, I just, how? how did you type this out and press send without thinking I should maybe check my source for this? Because it might have been a fever dream. Yeah, you fucking made that shit up. The Nazi didn't burn any books on trans health care, only, yeah, they did. Here's them doing it. In fact, the Institute of Sexology was the first things they burned down. Literally, this is Nazi history, so super cool, J.K. Rowling. Keep it up with your Holocaust denialism. Hey, you might have at one time had like a legacy of people respecting your entire life, but can't have that. You gotta ruin that shit, which I respect. So more evil, J.K. Rowling. Thank you for your evil service. And that is my trash world section. What we got some cancel culture. I know fucking Mad TV canceling his racist bullshit. I used to love Mad TV back in the day too, but now I'm just disappointed. Artie Lange is a train wreck, right? Have you seen his nose lately? Disgusting. Don't do coke, people. Carlin Pryor stand-up, Atwell, all awesome stand-ups. That's true. I used to love them too when I was a kid. Norm's still alive. Artie still has a nose. Old. It is old for sure. I did love me some Norm Macdonald, though. He was one of my favorite comedians growing up. I loved his movies, too. Nazi book burning bit. Oh, brand new. At least that's coming again to America. We're going to be burning computers that have TikTok on it. Both Democrats and Republicans are going to be sitting out there burning it, folks. It's going to be beautiful. We're all going to get in line. That's what we fucking deserve. And all right, folks. Raise your power fist. I guess don't. I used to call this section Free Palestine. Why would we even want a free Palestine, right? Who cares about murdered children? Now that we're evil, we love it when terrorist organizations genocide people. Isn't that right? We love being forced by Joe Biden to pay for it. First of all, this is how desperate Israel is getting with their propaganda. I'm sad to see it, folks. I would hope Israel was better at propaganda than this, but they're just hiring anybody they can to come do pro-Israeli tours, like Michael Rappaport, first of all, who is the lowest of the low. And now they got Dave Rubin out there spending a day with the IDF. Oh my! Don't you know Hamas is quaking in their boots? They have badass David Rubin out there doing the Israeli propaganda circuit. And I love it. Way to pick the bigwigs there, Israel. And then apparently Israel lied about another bombing of civilians. What? When have they not lied? Isn't that all they fucking do? Anyway, you guys remember this one where they bombed these innocent people who were just carrying sacks of flour back to their house? These completely innocent, starving people who got a little bit of aid. And then they were just taking it back to feed their family. And Israel was like, hey, you know who needs to die? These innocent people. So yeah, they just bombed them. You just watch them die. These innocent people did nothing to nobody. So I think we can all agree. Good. Awesome. It's awesome that we're supporting this. We're the bad guys and it's beautiful. And then they lied about that. But now they're saying that they admit they lied about it. They admit that they made a mistake. Oopsie. We just accidentally committed war crimes. Our bad. And I think we can just let them slide a little bit on this. It's Israel. Of course, 1 or 2 or 30,000 innocent people are going to die. Sometimes when you're committing a genocide, you got to break a few eggs. Am I right? Shh, not guilty. And then apparently our heroes Israel committed another massacre. This time at the Emirati hospital west of the city of Rafah. Here's our heroes, folks. Yay! Yay, America! Hurrah! Look at all these evil terrorists. Aren't they evil terrorists? I mean, they look like just normal people who are just trying to get food for themselves. I don't see any AR-15s or guns or bombs or anything. They're just riding their bikes, minding their own damn business. But terrorists, and I think we can all agree, Hamas is 100% responsible for this. Hamas did this, even though we did this. Israel did this, killed all these kids. Israel has no agency. They're not responsible for anything. This is Hamas. Everybody Israel kills, Hamas is responsible for, okay? Don't get it twisted. Meanwhile, Columbia University Vice President Gerald Roseberg is just asked by the students, hey, can you just let us know that you're a human being like us? Can you just let us know that you believe that the Palestinian people are actually human beings? That's all we want. Just say they're humans. That's all you got to do. And He definitely said it, right? I haven't watched this video, but he definitely immediately said it, right?
Answer his question. It's a yes or no.
Question. It's a simple question.
It's a yes or no.
Are Palestinians human?
Do you honestly doubt
Answer that. Answer. Human. Are Palestinians human?
You can't even say yes.
You can't even say Palestinians are human.
I refuse to be intimidated.
Yeah, so this happened last year, 12/6, but he refuses, folks, and I stand with this man. Obviously, he's being bullied into declaring that Palestinians are humans. That's so bullying. You can't expect him to call Palestinians human. He's not playing your stupid game of humanizing the Palestinians. So fuck you, students. We don't owe you anything. You should die, all of you. And then defied even. And then this is going to get me copyrighted. It's okay. I don't mind. I love being copyrighted. It's my favorite thing. We have the Oscars, and then some of the people that won an Oscar, I didn't watch the movie that they were made. It was something about the Holocaust. So these Jewish dudes made a movie about the Holocaust, and it won like a best international picture or some shit. And then the director and the writers of the movie got up there and said this bullshit.
Not to say, look what they did then, rather look what we do now. Our film shows where dehumanization leads at its worst. It shaped all of our past and present. Right now, we stand here as men who refute their Jewishness and the Holocaust being hijacked by an occupation which has led to conflict for so many innocent people.
What?
Whether the victims of October the...
Oh, no, you didn't. Dude just renounced his Jewishness and said he don't want children murdered in his name. What the fuck? God damn it. Why don't you want to be evil? Why do you want to be on the losing side? Come join the winning team. Anyway, as you might imagine, that didn't go over very well in the pro-Israeli community. Rabbi Shmuley is like absolutely disgusting. Jonathan Glazer, who deserves so much credit for his incredible Holocaust film, but The Zone of Interest, that was the name of it, which I loved, betrayed his people and disgraced himself and trivialized 6 million martyrs of the Holocaust when he said that Israel's war in Gaza was hijacking the memory of the Holocaust. I mean, it is, right? Like, literally, you guys are doing your own Holocaust and you're justifying it by calling on past memories of the Holocaust your people went through, right? You're using the Holocaust to justify a Holocaust. You've become the new Nazis, which I love. And then you're using the fact that you guys were abused by the Nazis as an excuse to cover up for your crimes, which I also love. Anyway, Hamas has one intention, genocide of Jews. Well, what are the Jews' intentions? Don't make me love Hamas. Please don't make me love Hamas, Israel. I mean, you seem to be way eviler than they are, so I'm just saying, hard to pick. Anyway. And then we got John Fetterman again, who cannot stand it when you defy Joe Biden. Yes, Joe Biden might be an incredible mass child murderer. Okay, yeah, maybe. He killed a few tens of thousands of children by sending Israel giant bombs with no restrictions. Maybe he did that. But you know what? If you defy Joe Biden, you're helping Trump. He is like, Trump is committed. In 2024, if you're not committed to Biden, by default, you're committed for Trump. That's right. If you in any way oppose the child murderers, the Holocaust being perpetrated by Joe Biden, you're for Donald Trump, right? Except there's one minor exception to this rule that John Fetterman has given us, except if you're Israel. If you're Israel, it's fine to go against Joe Biden. So Israel basically has said Biden may condition aid for Israel after a Rafah invasion. So first of all, this is bullshit. This is another leak by Joe Biden pretending like he's going to hold Netanyahu to some kind of account if he doesn't do what Joe Biden wants him to do. He 100% flipped on this later, which I'm going to show you because he has no spine. He's a child murderer. This is all fake. But anyway, John Fetterman couldn't have this. Biden may condition aid for Israel? Oh, hell no. So he's like, Israel has a right to fully engage Hamas to its end. Hamas deliberately harms and hides behind civilians, not Israel. Until Hamas surrenders, frees the hostages, and ends this humanitarian tragedy, I do not support any conditions. That's right. It's fine to go against Joe Biden as long as you're Israel. But if you're an American, fuck you. You're a Trump lover. You guys are the hypocrites. You guys have a double standard.
Once again, folks, their loyalty is not with America. Their loyalty is with Israel, the person that signs their paychecks. They don't love this country. They are not for us. They're foreign aides, right? Foreign agents at this point, every one of them. Meanwhile, folks, like, this is going to actually sound a little bit anti-Semitic, and I don't mean it to. I definitely don't mean this to. I didn't believe this was true at first. How could this be true? I'm going to play the video for you, folks, first, and then I Googled it.
This is why the genocide in Congo, the apartheid in South Africa, and exploitation of Africa as a whole is linked with Israel. Israel's largest export is diamond.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up. Israel's largest export is diamonds? One thing we should all be in the habit of doing a little more often is using this little supercomputer you have in your hand to double check crazy things when you hear them on the internet.
That has to be, how could that be? That's got to be bullshit. This got to be anti-Semitic propaganda, folks. Israel doesn't have any diamond mines. We all know that diamonds almost entirely come from the exploitation of black people, blood diamonds. How could Israel possibly, who doesn't have any diamond mines, have as their number one export diamonds? That can't be true, right?
Because we both know that there are no diamond mines in Israel. So I looked it up. And now we both know that, yeah, holy shit. Israel's biggest export are diamonds, even though they don't have any diamonds. Better stop this video before I say something anti-Semitic.
I know, right? What in the fuck? So we have this terrorist organization that's running this country, Israel, whose number one export is the exploitation of black people, who are 100% fully supported by the United States government and military with unlimited bombs, weapons, and money. That's the epitome of evil. I'm so proud to be a new convert to Judaism, folks. I've never been more proud in my entire life. We reached the apex of evil. There's nowhere to go after this, folks. I love it. This is so great. And yes, I did look this up, folks. And yes, this is true. Israel's number one export, it's diamonds. It's diamonds somehow. Oh my God, the evil is just dripping everywhere. It's so beautiful. I love this country. I love it, folks. They're forcing us by threat of prison and bullets to support this, and it's glorious. And at least they're martyring the right people. I mean, I'm evil now, so I hate this guy. Remember Aaron Bushnell, who set himself on fire for no reason, only to try to stop child murders or something? Like, that is a good reason to give your life. Anyway, apparently they've named a Palestinian town of Jericho, names a street after him. So yeah, they got an Aaron Bushnell street in Jericho, Palestine. So, I mean, I guess good for you, Aaron Bushnell, but you're dead, so you can't even see it. And then, folks, like I told you, remember Joe Biden, there was a red line. If Israel attacks Rafah, that's a red line, motherfucker. Oh, no, you don't. You better listen to me, Bibi Netanyahu. Now, you've killed tens of thousands of children, innocent people. You have committed genocide, ethnic cleansing. I have given you the bombs. I've covered for you. I vetoed the UN when they try to hold you accountable every step away. But there's a red line here, motherfucker. Listen to me. If you attack Rafah, that's it. I'm not sending you as many weapons anymore. I am laying down the law, says Joe Biden. And then he's like, I'm just kidding. In a Sunday interview on MSNBC, President Biden warned the Israeli government that an assault on Rafah would cross a red line, but then immediately undermined that message with a contradictory statement. Yeah, I mean, he's like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you mad, baby. Let me lick your booty hole, baby. Oh, my God. You're not mad at me, are you, BB? Here, have a couple more $1 trillion in weapons to kill children with, BB. I love you. And thank you, Joe Biden. Thank you. At first, I thought Joe Biden might have some morals and scruples, but I'm glad to see he doesn't. The president stressed that the defense of Israel is still crucial. So there's no red lines. I'm going to cut off all weapons. And he said, I'm never going to leave Israel. Biden did not spell out what consequences, if any, none, the Israeli government would face if it crossed the red line and actually launched an assault on Rafah. And the president sapped his warning of any force it might have had by adding so many qualifications of what he would not do. And Bibi's already said he's going to completely ignore Joe Biden and he's going to attack Rafah anyway. He says Joe Biden has no power over him and Joe Biden ain't going to do shit, which he ain't. So amazing. God, I love this country. Hell yeah. I can't wait to support these blood diamond merchants and child murderers even more. Thank you, Joe Biden. Can't wait to vote for you on election day. And that is my Palestinian coverage. Are you guys psyched about the evil? I love them. I've never been more patriotic, y'all. I'm going to start hanging up American flags everywhere. Got to show my love for this country. If BB was hanging in diamonds, it's a no from me. BB should be afraid of an assassin. No one's going to assassinate these people. Rest in power. Yes, Bushnell, rest in power. Why does blood diamond sound like something that a tampon might fall out of? True, never thought about it like that. Don't make a ring out of it. And there is a JSOC task force in near Israel just waiting to go in Gaza. Like I've said this before, I would not be surprised if they start killing Americans, folks. And they are like, hey, well, you're supporting Hamas. By being pro-Palestinian, you're supporting Hamas, and we have to kill you. And then Joe Biden's going to be like, Israel has a right to defend itself. And I'm not trying to play the victim or do cancel culture or any of that shit, but 100% I won't be surprised if this show gets taken off the air before too long. There's no way they're going to let the show go too much longer, I don't think. So I highly recommend you guys follow me on Patreon, even if you don't sign up for my Patreon, or Twitter, Cult of Dusty 1, or Facebook, Cult of Dusty, somewhere where if this channel goes away, you'll know about it, and you can find where the new show's going to be, because I'll have to host it on my website or something. But I implore you, please follow me on some kind of social media other than just YouTube, because my days are numbered here for fucking sure. And all right, folks, move right along. Get your super chats in. We're going to do a Beyond Parody, followed by an OK Boomer, followed by a couple palate cleansers, followed by Heroes. So still plenty of show to go. We're going into overtime. And who loves overtime? Misty loves overtime. So we're warming for overtime. But first, it's time for Beyond the Parody. Boom. Nailed it. And first off, on tonight's Beyond Parody, apparently Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan Tate, who I love, are back in jail again. People give them a lot of shit because, like, literally, Andrew Tate is on video talking about all the men who's kind out of money, all the poor suckers who he got women, his sex workers, to basically pretend like they wanted to be in relationships with and bilk them out of every penny they had. And he went in public and he bragged about it. And yeah, you have all these conservatives that are always talking about how men are being abused in our society. Men are being left back. Men are not being listened to. It's so far from men. And at the same time, they'll support Andrew Tate, who brags about conning men out of their money and bilking lonely men out of every penny they get. So I know you're thinking, hey, that's not consistent, but it's fine. It's fine. Don't expect any consistency among them. Of course, they support the worst among us. They continuously claim to be against sex workers and how the left want to make everybody whores and sex workers. And literally, Andrew Tate has like 3 different kids by 3 different sex workers, literally runs sex work himself, does sex trafficking. Completely fine with them, folks. Had no problem with it whatsoever. But so apparently he back in jail now. Here's him getting arrested yesterday. Yay, the Tate brothers. Seems to be going badly. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be going well for them. But why they got arrested is why it's on Beyond Parody, folks. It's so beautiful. So you guys who know who Aiden Ross is, Aiden Ross is one of the most popular streamers on the fucking planet. A garbage human who I love. Completely dumb as fuck, dipshit. Worst among us, lowest of the low. Content ridiculous, but of course young guys love it because young guys are the dumbest motherfuckers on the goddamn planet. Well apparently he got on his stream and he read out a private text that Andrew Tate had sent him that said, Andrew had hit me up. He said, hey, I'm going to be leaving Romania soon and probably never coming back. If you want to come over and do a week of long streams and content before I leave, I think it'll be big. And it's never, I'm sorry, he said, it's basically now or never. So basically, Aiden Ross outed him. So the next thing you know, the cops went and picked him up because he was bragging about going to flee the country. Yeah. A lawyer representing the alleged victims of Andrew and Tristan Tate in the UK told the Swedish publication Aftonbladet that Aiden Ross's message from Andrew, which was shared during a stream about the brothers planning to leave Romania, accelerated their recent arrest. And mwah, mwah, mwah. Love it. That's fucking amazing.
Busted. And yeah, here's him being arrested, folks. Hey, Aiden, I'm escaping Romania. Don't tell anybody. Okay, boss. Hey, everyone. Andrew Tate is planning on escaping Romania. Don't tell anybody. And then chinless fuck in prison. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you, world. Thank you, programmer God. It's just too glorious. Meanwhile, did you guys see this one on Beyond Parody? Apparently, the boomers were having another fundraising event. MAGA's in Kansas City, and they're like, hey, what can we do to raise money? Hey, why don't we let people beat up a doll of Joe Biden? Yay! Not embarrassing at all. Super cool. Oh my, you can almost get your leg up there. Oh, you almost fell down. Yay, how about take a mallet? Absolutely not humiliating and embarrassing yourselves at all. Let's have another look. That was just too good. These people are just stone cold killers, y'all. Look at this woman. Oh, that's a death blow. Death blow from grandma. Oh, another death blow in the nuts. Yay. We pay good money for this, folks. We are not embarrassments. You're embarrassments. Love it. Best people on the planet. And, you know what else I love? Donald Trump. Donald Trump's fucking amazing because he's so goddamn goofy and stupid, yet he's gonna be president probably. So you guys know who Laken Riley is. So Laken Riley is a American jogger that got killed by an undocumented worker, an illegal immigrant. And of course, Republicans don't actually care that she died. They just want to use her as an excuse to demonize brown people and to make old people afraid of immigrants. So they're using her death as a cudgel to beat anybody who wants a sensible immigration reform. So say her name, Laken Riley. We really care about her. And so Donald Trump cares about her so much that he signed a picture of her, but he signed the wrong name. Yeah, that's how much he loves her. Say her name. I love you, Laken. He misspelled her name. He wrote Lakan when it's Laken. That's how much he loves her. That's how much he really cares about this case, folks, that he can't even spell her name. Love it. It's glorious. This man's a fucking genius, y'all. Can't wait till he's president again. And then, folks, I know if you're like me, you've been all worried. Hey, when is Mike Lindell finally going to drop the blockbuster evidence that proves to us all that the election were stolen, right? He's been saying he's going to do it repeatedly over and over and over again, and yet it hasn't come to pass. Well, don't you fret, folks. It's all happening.
What we're putting in that case is evidence no one has ever seen.
No one.
Or even heard about.
Not even
and
him.
It's going to be so explosive.
Explosive.
We need to save our country now and secure our election platform.
Secure it.
I'm so excited.
He's excited,
we'll
y'all.
See you next Friday, right out in front of the Supreme Court. God bless.
That's right. He's got it, folks. This time he's finally got it. He has finally got the evidence, folks. 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks. I promise you, 2 weeks. It's going to happen this time, folks. I believe. I'm not gullible. You're gullible, okay? It's happening. I can feel it. He's excited. Okay, this man's excited, y'all. Would he lie? Would this man lie to any of us? No. Unbelievers. And that. One more, folks, on the Beyond Parody. I can't believe this is happening, folks. I'm honestly a little taken back by it. I didn't see this coming. Most of you probably didn't see this coming either. Apparently, Lady Gaga has gone woke. I know, Lady Gaga? I can't fucking believe this. Now, I admit, I've never listened to Lady Gaga's music. And after I heard this, that she went woke, apparently she's appearing in pictures and stuff with, what is this trans influencer's name? I can't remember. It doesn't matter. I never listened to her music, folks. I went back and I listened to a few of her songs recently. And I got to admit, there were some small hints that she might have been a little bit woke. A little bit here and there. There were some little tiny hints that she dropped here and there in her music that she might be okay with gay people and whatnot. But I am floored by this. Cannot believe it. And yeah, Gaga went woke. It's a shame, folks. It's such a fucking shame. I can't believe what I'm seeing with my own eyes. Another one lost to the woke mind virus. So fuck my life. God damn it. So disappointed, Lady Gaga. And that is my Beyond Parody this week, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Poker face. Poker face. And all right, what you guys think about that?
Do we now hate Lady Gaga because of her wokeness? Next thing you know, she's going to be talking about how it's okay to be gay and shit. Once again, never heard a single song, but wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't fucking be surprised if that happened. And Alejandro, probably about some gay dude. Easter's in 2 weeks. Hell yeah. Make sure you have your gun in case he comes back. Double tap that motherfucker right in the head like every goddamn zombie. Japan is a very clean place. Psh, too much weird tentacle porn for me, but that's just me. Lady Gaga is very talented. She was before she went all woke. But now that she's gone woke, broke. That's what's going to happen. Straight to broke. Them's the rules. That's the law. It's just science. And Stephen King as a liberal? What? Never read another book again. And all right, folks, get your super chats in. I got to make a song for this new section. You guys came up with, I would say, good ideas for a new title to the segment, but I don't want to lie to you. They were terrible. So for now, I'm going to call this section, Okay, Boomers. And I'm going to write a song. It's going to be amazing. There's going to be a graphic. Just pretend like it's already happened, but it hadn't happened yet because I'm lazy this week. Anyway, Okay, Boomer. And first off on this week's Okay, Boomer, you know what I hate? Young whippersnappers with their faces and their iPhones, missing out on goddamn life. Can't take their eyes away from the screen for 1 fucking second. Say these old people. Yeah, oh no! The slot machines aren't working! Why aren't they working? The system's down! Let's touch it over and over again. What the fuck is happening here? This sucks! I can't believe that we're going a few seconds without mashing buttons on these screens, say the old folks. And I think I speak for everybody when I say, go towards the light. Go towards the light, old people. It's fine. It's fine. You'll be okay. There's heaven and whatnot. It's all good. Trust me. Definitely not non-existence. And then Madonna. Boomer-ass Madonna was boomer-tastic this week, folks. Looking good. Apparently the plastic surgery working out for her. The face is not swelling so much. So this week, she was at her concert and she saw somebody sitting down in the front row audience and she was not too happy about it. Let's have a little look here. It's on TikTok, so I got to fucking refresh this shit so the audio plays. TikTok sucks. Anyway, here we go.
With me. What are you doing sitting down over there?
Okay.
What are you doing sitting down? What are you doing sitting down over there?
What are you sitting down for?
What are you doing sitting down?
Stand up, motherfuckers! I come all this way to put on a good show for you guys, and you lazy, not dancing motherfuckers are sitting down. Why?
Oh, okay. Politically incorrect. Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about that. They're in wheelchairs. Oh, sorry, you're in a wheelchair. That's why you're not dancing. Oh, my bad.
You're here.
I'm glad you're here now. Suddenly, I'm glad you're here. Oopsies. Oopsies, Madonna. Might want to get some glasses or something. Not the best. And last but not least on Okay Boomers. Why do so many boomers hate children? I mean, I hate children too, folks, but not because I'm a boomer. A little bit. Okay, I can't talk. I hate children too. But anyway, I don't get all mad when I see children happy and shit. I just go about my business because I got better things to do. But here's another boomer getting incredibly upset that children dare have fun in her presence.
Are so wonderful. Because you're walking out here. Let them be kids. They're outside. Oh, yeah, they're inside. Everywhere I go, they're shrieking kids. I'm going right back to you. Yeah! Okay, lady! Okay! Everybody has to shriek! Okay! This is the world we live in!
I mean, you're shrieking. You're yelling.
Oh, yeah, well, your kids are shrieking. I heard them way over there. Kids! Oh, they're kids! Well, I'm an adult. Can I shriek? Stop it.
They're just being kids.
How weird that I can get away with those shrieking kids. I'm sorry. Everywhere they are. Why do you feel that way? Well, it's true, lady. You are screaming also right now. Yeah, because your kids are. Why can't I? You can. Is it a law that only your kids and these kids can shriek? Listen, you can scream, but then don't get mad at our kids for shrieking, okay? Yeah, well, I'm only shrieking because they were. But they're outside enjoying the they're outside. Well, why don't you take them inside your house and let them shriek? Or do you not like that?
No. They do.
Well, then take them back there.
We're just outside for an outing. They don't have school today, ma'am.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to relax. And all I hear is shrieking kids.
She's so chill. Chillest lady ever.
Oh, you see? I have to come at a certain time. Okay, what is your schedule? I can only come at your schedule. I'm sorry, I didn't know you own this place.
No, if you don't want to listen, if you don't want to hear.
Yeah, I know. If I don't want to hear kids, then I gotta wear earphones, right?
Nice. Definitely love it. I hate children being happy. I'm with this woman. She's dead on. Fuck you, kids. Be miserable. Be in your fucking house inside all day long. That'll teach you. And that is my OK Boomer section. Going to be better in the future, folks. I promise. We're working on it. And all right, what you think about that? She needs a benzo, needs to smoke some weed and chill the fuck out. Yeah, her life definitely not going as she hoped it would, and she's bitter and angry about it. Got to take it out on everybody else. That is the theme we see running through all these boomers. Go towards the light. Yeah, she's just lonely, wants somebody to engage with her. I feel bad for her now. And I love her. And all right, folks, we're going to finish it off with a, let's do some heroes, and then we'll do the palate cleanser secondly. So I got 2 heroes for you guys tonight. Prepare your anus. We could be heroes just for one day. Hey, yeah, you guys ready to be heroes? Who I hate. Heroes are the fucking worst. And first off on the heroes list, former UFC champion Mark Coleman apparently not doing so well. He ran into a burning house and saved both of his parents, and then he went back in for their dog but passed out in the fire, and he's now in critical condition at the hospital. Cat, don't make me click buttons. Don't make me click buttons. Stop. That's hard to do the show when you make me click buttons, dude. So in critical condition at the hospital. I wonder how the dog did. The dog did not make it. No! No! God damn it. Fuck! I mean, I'm glad that he got his parents out and he didn't die, but man, poor doggy. That makes me feel bad. But anyway, get better soon, Mark Coleman. Thank you for your heroism. Also, fuck you. Fuck you for your heroism. You should learn to be evil. Wouldn't be dead now. And then some people will call this trans man a hero for this video. Not me, of course. I hate everything about this. But some people might be inspired by this message.
Before I transitioned, I had giant double D tits. Do you know what they do when you get your tits chopped off?
Let me start over.
Before I transitioned, I had giant double D tits. Do you know what they do when you get your tits chopped off? They take a cookie cutter and they make an incision, and then they flop them onto a table, and they carve the rest of your chest off like a Easter ham, and then they sew them back on. Before I had this done, I would bind my chest to my body for years and years, and I incurred a lot of spinal damage as a result, and I was uncomfortable pretty much every day of my life until I was able to afford the surgery. I paid a lot of money for it, and then I built my body into something that I'm very proud of today. I want to acknowledge this comment.
Go, boy.
Because we're all human, and I think that transparency is very contagious, and I don't want to sit here and act like every comment I read I'm bulletproof to. So I'm going to speak directly to the person that commented this to me, and that's how we're going to proceed with the rest of the video. You hurt my feelings. You succeeded in doing that. My question to you is, what now? Did it make you feel better? Did it satiate that deep, dark, bottomless pit in your chest? It didn't, did it? You want to know why? Because me being me, as fully as I can, reminds you that you're not being yourself. And you don't like being reminded of that. So I'm rubbing your nose in the fact that you're too afraid to be who you are, and you resent me for that. But this is actually the greatest service I can provide you. Because at least, by my example, I'm giving you the opportunity through me and my life watching me, I'm giving you the opportunity to see that you could choose. You could choose to be more fully yourself. You laughing and joking and picking apart a body that I worked very hard to have hurt my feelings. But I will continue to do this work, and I will continue to be an example for others, and I will continue to educate a broader spectrum of people who, like you, don't understand the beautiful, sacred, magic act of radically being your self, which is something that queer people are really good at, and you don't like us for it. Hating me won't make you hate you any less. I promise you that. and I am truly wishing you all the best. You take care, okay? Bye.
I think I can speak for everybody when I say, fuck this guy. Okay, this guy should definitely be forced to use the women's restroom. Obviously, I'm sure all the women will feel very comfortable with this man who is a woman. Obviously, look at this woman. Use the women's restroom. Obviously, what the fuck? Crazy society. And I do kind of know where he's coming from, you know. We know where she, I'm evil, is coming from because I'm very thick-skinned, but like I do get my feelings hurt on a daily basis because like, and I'm glad I do, to be honest with you. Like, I'm glad I'm not an unfeeling robot. People say mean shit to me like all day long, every day. And I mostly ignore it. You know, I go about my life and let it get down too bad, but it does hurt my feelings, you know, and it should, right? You don't want to be like a robot. So I know where you're coming from, dude. It's people that just feel bad about themselves who are trying to put you down to make themselves feel better, but also fuck you, stupid, dumb. And all right, that's my hero section. Hell yeah. I want him as a friend. They seem pretty nice, which I dislike. And all right, folks, last chance to get your super chats in. We're full on in overtime, and we all know everybody loves overtime, so reward me for overtime. But for now, we're going to finish it off with a few palate cleansers. And first off on the palate cleanser, Lucky Dad. We all know how I hate kids. I fucking can't stand kids. But every once in a while, your videos of kids make me want to have a kid. Hey. Get it, girl. She a future star right there. Not a future star, current star. On the phone. Don't even need the music. I can watch that all day, but I won't, because fuck kids. And one more on the palate cleansers. You know what I wish I had? A pet cow. That's right, an indoor pet cow. Name one reason this is a bad idea.
Face. No. No. Ah. No. No.
Ew. Oh, gross. Yuck. Oh my God. That cow was not very well behaved. Nope. Okay, maybe not. All right, I'm starting to see the flaw in this wish. Oh, that's not how you make peanut butter. Don't use your hands. You disgust. No! Oh, the cow. Oh, just give it to the cow. It's the cow's now. I didn't even know the cows ate that. All right, whatever. That reminds me of living with a bunch of cats. That's every fucking meal. Had to battle 13 goddamn cats to fucking eat a fucking sandwich in this house. What you gonna do? I still love them, even though they're assholes. And all right, that is my palate cleansers and my show. Hell yeah, we did it. Folks, tune in tonight to the after party. Available to all my dust buddies and my patrons. We're going to watch this Jesus Freak video. We're going to make a song together. I'm going to show you the new Suno. It's going to be awesome. So tune in. Coming up right after this show. But let's read the super chats and have a kitty party and then get the fuck out of here. I'm late, but I'm here for the kitties. Well, no forgiveness, but I'm taking your money anyway. 10 pounds. Your funny money. Gonna take me to Pound Town. BBC 66. The country angers me to no end to think that I gave 23 years of my life to this unbelievable free Palestine. I know, right? I'm glad I avoided the military. At least I don't have that hanging over me. Love you, BBC. Lizzie Bennett, so ashamed to be a Columbia U alum right now. It's not your fault. Or is it? Maybe. I should have let you off the hook too fast. Sorry I'm late. Work. No forgiveness, Mitchell Guide. Mitchell Guide. All right, you gave 5 closing memberships. A little bit. Tiny forgiveness. Save earpiece of footage. Save every piece of footage. What are you talking about? I do. It's all saved. The parties never switched. The Democrats just invaded the Republicans. Okay. I mean, wouldn't that mean that they did switch parties? We had the Southern strategy. The parties definitely switched. Angry hairpiece. The youth aren't supporting genocide. All hands on deck. I guessed YouTube is the new socialist stronghold. For now, they're going to ban me any day now. I guarantee you, folks. So go support me on Patreon. All the things. Do it to it. Please. Please help me. You're my only hope. $50 from Rocket. Speaking of helping me, you're amazing, Rocket. I love you. Keep being cool, man. Mad Hatter, also amazing. Happy belated birthday. Been a long-time viewer of yours and hope to see much more of that sexy face in the future. Hey, that's up to you, Mad Hatter. I'm going to keep doing the show forever on account of never dying. Immortal Dusty coming at you for 1,000 more years. So thank you for supporting the show, Mad Hatter. Cole James. Okay, say Dusty. Love you, Cole James. Whoop, whoop. Name a kid after you. You already read that already? Anything pop up? Nope, nothing popped up. So hell yeah. All right, folks. I'll be back on Monday. Is it Friday already? No, it's Wednesday. God damn it. That's the bad thing when you're doing your own show. You lose track of the days. All right, I was wishing it was Friday. That was me wishful thinking. It's Wednesday, so I'll be back on Friday. It is the day after tomorrow if you don't know how days work. So be sure to tune into the world's greatest show the day after tomorrow. I'll see you guys soon. I love the shit out of you. But first, let's do a kitty party. Boom. All right, cats know what's up. Hell yeah. Time for the kitty party for all you cats. First off, we're going to do something we ain't never done here before. Cat drugs. First, we're going to hit them with some cat drugs, y'all. These cats going to be fucked up. Here you go, cat drugs for everybody. Get over there and get it, motherfuckers. Cat drugs. Cat drugs for you. Cat drugs for me. Cat drugs. I wish it got me high, y'all, but it don't. And then, here you go. All right, I didn't forget the treats, motherfuckers. Oops, I'm spilling it. Treats, here you go, treats. I'm sorry I scared you away. I didn't mean to do that. All right, everybody's frightened now. Come on, get your cat treats. It's only 2 over here. Miss Piper going to help us out. I'm sorry, Miss Piper, I touched you. That was a sin. And all right, let's play another one of these theme songs that I created for my show. Hell yeah, why not? Let's do this one randomly.
Now gather round, children, it's time for a tale about a white-haired hero that you know very well. He tried to be good, but being good's for cocks. This world rewards evil, so he lost all his fucks. Now he revels in watching the fall of mankind, searching the nets for all that he can find. And the dirty, sexy force tune in to behold the birth of the world's most evil show. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show. You're all gonna die is the reason for. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show. You're all gonna die. There's no reason for hope. It's time for the Evil Dusty Show. You're all gonna die.
You're all gonna die.
You're all gonna die.
You're all gonna die.
You're all going to die.
Woo!
You're all gonna die.
You're all gonna die.
You're all gonna die. You're all gonna die.
Hell yeah, you're all gonna die, motherfuckers. See you next time. Love you. Good night, y'all. Switch over now.